cam is doing something funky. Hold up. That is hilarious.
There in the silence, your shadow is haunting me. You don't know where your heart is, but I know it's running free. It's running with the wolves at night, carrying the weight in the daylight. Will never be the same, and it's alright. But in the afterglow, I cannot let you go. I cannot let you go. You're so
Let's give this another shot. We're gonna try again, guys. We're gonna try again. Let's hope it works this time. Okay, it's alive. Damn, it works. It works. There was some wiring issue, basically. जो भी है समझ जाओ, कोई इशू था, सॉल्व हो गया. वो ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट, सॉल्व हो गया वो ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है ना, या इशू ज़रूरी है. एक सेकंड, el segundo. What's up, guys? Welcome. G match days are always a little butterflies, you know. Oh. The weird part is that match days, that adrenaline rush, all of that, वो सब होता है. But unfortunately, you can't do anything. You have to watch and you have to wait, and it's still in the player's hands. So I can't even imagine like what they must be going through. Because end में करना तो उनको ही है. So everyone else, like even when I talk to the coaching staff and I talk to the team over there, Minsong, जब सबसे बात होती है, my everything is like ठीक है, बाकी सब ने अपना कर लिया, अभी players जाके करेंगे अपना. So what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. It is time for Global Esports versus Nongshim. Let's jump right into it. Zyada time pass nahi karenge, time waste nahi karenge. We will be jumping straight into what is. मेरे को ऑडियो लेवल्स के बारे में बता देना. ठीक है, ऊपर है, नीचे है. I think now this is like third, fourth watch party तो थोड़ा that is basic. Oh wait, it might be the window. Yeah, it's the window. Thank you for that one. Yeah, see? Do it. Yeah, Windows. Windows always like reduces the volume of mic for some reason every time you disconnect it. I don't know why Windows does that. Mic disconnect करते ही like बंद हो जाता है. Okay, got it. Mic fixed. Let's go. Walkouts, baby. Game sound अभी हो जाएगा. Nongshim, Red Force.
It's another day at VCT Pacific, and we got Nongshim, Red Force here.
Summer
there
is
has
here.
been an IGL
Summer
change
vibes.
from RB
I love
back
the summer
to
props,
Francis, and this team not only
How's Baby
are they
Rishi doing?
fighting
He's doing
in
damn
the
good, bro. He's too
standings,
cute.
they're
बहुत शाना
fighting
है.
to stay in Pacific.
Full
They
पापा का
want to try
बेटा.
to scrape themselves
पूरा
into
मेरे पे
the
गया.
playoffs here. They need
He's
to
like a
win
mini-me.
back-to-back games
Terror
here
to everyone in
against
the
a
house.
GE that's been reinvigorated with some roster changes, as well as the powerhouse of Genji. It's not going to be an easy task.
Candle
but
light,
they've got to
INR
start it
done,
off
bro.
well with a win
USD
here
पागल है क्या?
Absolutely, and on the
INR
other side,
done.
it is going to be global
Playoffs पहुंच
esports.
जाएंगे तो INR
I
में
think
done
for
है
the
deal.
first time in a
मेरी
long
तरफ से.
time, this is looking very promising for GE. This could be the first time they're properly going through playoffs here. They made a lot
on.
of roster changes even this year, and this could be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple for Global Esports. Win and you are in the playoffs. Lose and you are going home. I mean, at least they get to control their own destiny. That's what they'll be leaning on today. They know that they have that opportunity to clinch it. But I've been in this situation before. I've been there with Global Esports.
Yeah.
And this is not a small amount of pressure. This is a lot to deal with for these players.
Yeah,
and
bro.
you have to perform.
He
One
knows
bad
the
day and
pressure.
it's all over today.
Yeah, Frost was talking about just now. They had a bad day that he couldn't even really explain it. And
Okay, I'm changing chat to sub only, so everyone can chat in YouTube as well.
Such high stakes for
आज
this
बात कर लो
global
भाई.
esports roster, but I think they're prepared. I think they're good. I like how this
अरे
veto
elevated.
looks for them. They
बाऊ.
have everything they need to win
ट्यूब
today.
संभाल के.
And in my mind, the onus is on Nongshim really to put a stop to them.
I can't take him to the elevator with this little floaty there.
Yeah, he's trying to elevate himself in the water.
I'm trying to tell him how serious this is.
I know, we're trying to be serious about the
Hey.
stakes, so they're just
Minso, I was
covered in
wondering,
water
Minso कहाँ गया?
balloons and little beach
Bro, I
balls.
love her.
Is that
I'll be
Francis
honest.
with an umbrella on his
Everything
back?
we can do
But Corona
this
is
season
gonna
is
be
because
the
of those
first
fine
map, and
gentlemen
this is
on
really interesting.
stage
Both of these
there
teams
right
have
now.
been
And Vatsal, who's
found
not on
success
stage,
on
but
Corrode here.
like obviously
but Frost
Vatsal
had
is
his
the
own
mastermind
take. He thinks
behind this entire
Nongshim
thing.
can handle
But
global esports on Corrode.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, GE have been early adopters of Corrode. They have been one
Platoon,
of
of
the
course,
teams
he's
who've
not
been
there,
able
but
to
I
prep
mean,
the
he
map
knows it.
pool going
That
into
guy's a
this
genius,
season.
by the way.
And they have
एक
reaped
दिन
the
मुझे याद
rewards
दिलाना
of that. They
Platoon की
beat
story
RRQ straight away. They beat Team Secret on this map. Unfortunately, taking an L against Gen G, but there's no shame in that now that Gen G's got more reps. Let's see what their Corrode is going to be looking like. I mean, they're one of those teams that brought out the ban ISO, brought out
Today
the Sage, and looked very good playing that double
do or
duel
die
style. Very
situation.
unique to their
Like
own
always
approach.
for G.
I feel
You
like they
always end
approached
up
the
in a
map
do or die
super well at the
situation.
beginning of its life cycle. They simplified everything, putting ban on the ISO. I mean, he's been going
Always
crazy
end up
on
in a
that
do or die
agent. It's
situation.
so good for him. I like the answers that they've found on this map, and it's clear to see why they would want to pick it. I do think they have routinely looked good there, even when they lost against Gen G.
These huddles are looking pretty serious. What are you saying as GE here in the
Remove
huddle,
Twitch
knowing
chat
that this
only
is a
once the
make or
game
break
begins.
game,
Till then,
as
my
you'd
Twitch
probably
chat will
be
be
in
there.
that huddle yourself.
I mean, I think you want to emphasize that the power is in your hands. This is where you want to be if you're a competitor. You want to know that you have the power to win
Let's
this. So
get me
it's just
some
about letting them know that they have
coffee.
all the tools that they need to clinch that playoff spot today. That it's their
coffee order
decisions that
करता हूँ, फिर
will
कुछ
ultimately
दिखाता
make that difference. You don't need
I've
any
got
outside
something
help.
special
You're all
for
you need,
lunch today.
essentially. That's what you want to lean on.
First, let
lean
me
on the
order my
people
coffee.
around you, and you'll win together.
मेरे को
as a
coffee नहीं
team.
मिलेगी तो मैं
Man, I
पागल हो
wish,
जाऊंगा.
yeah, I know. I wish you're
crying.
my.
I'm
You should
crying.
start the day.
Oh my god, what? Whoa, okay, both of these teams
All right.
have made changes here. Nongshim, RB's going onto the Viper after forfeiting the IGLing duties. Francis is going to be playing Fade. Previously, they were actually
What are
playing
these
Sova,
comps,
which is
bro?
kind of crazy. I
What
actually
have
like
we
this
cooked?
comp a lot better. And this is very vintage Nongshim.
Jale,
Remember,
jale,
you know,
ke
old Blind with the bloody
dua
Prowler and Damn
hum.
going in. That was the thing.
But GE, they're playing a Clove. They've
Oh.
got Ban on the Clove. He's across now. Crystal moving to the Sova. We've got a Vice coming in. Huge change of styles.
Wait, I have
Massive shake-up
something.
from them. This is a composition the likes of which we have not seen.
Do you like this? I mean, we were just talking about ISO and
Oh,
everything.
I mean, it's surprising. It's going to try and catch Nongshim off guard. That's for
pure,
sure.
This is pure Senti from Yeoman. I don't think I've seen him play an agent like a Vice yet. And for Ban, I can see that working actually. He was just playing ISO,
Hello.
being disrespectful, peeking into people. You
Nongshim
can
का
play
पूरा
Clove like that
डब्बा
and take over the
है,
game. That's going to be Ban in
जो हम
aggression
इधर-
mode once
Man,
again.
this is wild. You
चीर
bring up this
फाड़ने
comp
वाले हैं.
in a make or break game.
Both teams.
Huge.
Oh, we saw this happen yesterday, and well, the results were there. Let's see what happens today between Global Esports and Nongshim as we send it to our casters in their best beach wear. It's Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. Yes, here we go. Another day of Valorant, and it's good to be back. Got to watch from
chopsticks?
afar. I was like, you know what? Feels empty without
Why
me.
you
Gotta
not
get
get
back on that
chopstick,
broadcast.
Nongshim?
So here we are. We're back. I want to say, with this attire, like the shades, by the way.
Thanks.
I think that we should be able to have pina coladas or like
Hey,
Mai Tais
Paper
during-
Thin,
Yeah,
thank you
please.
for
Oh,
cosplaying
God,
me.
I think that would be great.
Oh,
So
that
if somebody
sounds
can
so
make
Thank you,
get a
Paper Thin,
runner,
for cosplaying
Yeah, yeah.
me.
there's got to be
Twitch chat
someone
will only be
nearby.
removed
Where's-
once the
where's
game
Jake?
begins,
Yeah.
guys.
Jake.
Jake,
Okay, the game is beginning, guys. I'm removing Twitch
can we
chat.
please get some pina coladas, some tropical drinks stat? Anyway, here we go.
GE fighting.
Big matchup. Global Esports, Nongshim Red Force, both teams vying and needing this victory.
Yeah, I mean, this
Okay, I'll worry about the
is so
success later.
important for both of these squads.
I need to focus on the
You know,
game.
for GE in particular,
Come on,
it's
guys.
winning, you're into the playoffs, losing, you're done. That is the simple tale of it. Nongshim's a much more complicated affair, but GE, you know, has been pretty good on this map. They lost to it once, and they're like, okay, we're going to throw something quite a bit different at you. A lot of
Let's
different
go, GE
flavors to
fighting.
this. I mean, I think especially with Yeoman not being on the Sage, that's kind of an interesting choice, but it seems like more teams are leaning into the Vice as time goes on. I think Sage is perfectly fine. Got a little bit of a push out here towards B main. There is the toxic screen in front for Poppy. He's already doing a little bit of damage, but gets forced back. Oh, Crystal got the angle.
Some nice covering fire.
Nice,
Francis
yeah,
actually
Steve.
sends him kind of strafing into that one there. Persia able to find one as Poppy does get taken down.
Wait.
Crystal lingering here just within the smoke. Spike going to be recovered by Ivy. The players here from Nongshim kind of in tatters, but that's a hell of a shot from Persia.
Nice shot, Persia.
Brings it back to parity.
That's a big one, especially since you still have the deadlock wall up for a little bit longer. So that's going to kind of simplify your defense here, and even adding an extra sonic sensor to the layer.
ठीक है, but they're both low,
here
so
from Mutoton, obviously
I'm
just
hoping
now getting
that-
ready to be in the action, and if that lands on top of Persia or RB, they're pretty much instantly going to be goners. Net at the ready, Ivy sending it, managing to get grab on the 2. He himself, though, stunned up there for the moment. Looks to reroute. Paint shell going to be sent. RB swinging, spotting, nothing's. Spike going to end up being a little bit wide as bad. Eating a headshot. Persia able to collect a 3rd kill. Gives on finding one. RB getting the other, getting hounded down the time. Just playing the clock against him. Yeoman is able to find that elimination, but he's just not really going to be able to have this one here in hand as Persia gets himself
That was
a
a very good
4K.
round by Persia.
Nongshim rescue the pistol.
Yeah, that's just what the doctor ordered for Nongshim. You know, Persia's been a little quiet compared to what we saw in Ascension, where he was arguably Nongshim's best player. So to see him come through with a big 4K, a nice step up. A couple bangers here early from Crystal, just spamming there, expecting the execute. But Persia had other ideas.
Persia really, this 4K by Persia.
Really
hurt.
clean here, 14 HP, but the time had already run out. So an easy peek there as soon as the tap goes through. Just to make sure, and a little wave as well to let him know.
Zyada
But,
hello
I
मत बोल,
this
parking
GE
में
comp,
मिल
there's
तू.
so much to talk about here. Question is am I going to get much time with it? Especially with this Neon, you know, Nongshim will happily turn up the tempo. Although it is Francis calling the shots again. In case you missed it earlier, Francis is back on the IGL role. So
we
RB,
didn't force,
that's why he's slotting back over to that Viper. I think it makes a little bit of sense. Just kind of let these players, you know, do what maybe comes more naturally to them, I would say. You know, Francis was the IGL for a long time.
Stack of the moment, though, from Global in the right spot. Just a matter of who's able to strike first, and the answer
Hero
is
Vandal.
Persia. So that's ban on the floor. Sheriff going to be scooped up.
Nice.
Damn good use. That's a
Back.
belter of a shot there. Downbeat scaling forward. However, knows that he's got these players stunned up and
Fully
quickly
cool.
collects 2 kills. Looks for a little bit
Nice
more.
Yudo
Will be
again.
Shut down. Does this mean that Nongshim
Yeoman's just
start
making
slowing
space
the
for
roll a
Yudo.
little
Nice.
bit here so they
Back
don't
off,
suffer
back
any
off.
additional losses
Okay,
as
they
far as the
know both
weaponry
of
is
them.
concerned. Peek out. That goes in hand. Ivy able to find one. As Yeoman just going to try to see if he can get the right clicks in. Cannot do so. So in the end, a little bit of damage
Shut
going to be found here. But
Let's go.
the lion's share and the most important weapon is going to be carried forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Love the idea here early from Nongshim. Tuck Dombi up right underneath mid-top and
Dombi
wait for contact. And then they kind of
ठीक है,
spam
ठीक
some
है.
shots in. He throws the relay bolt, catches onto
Slow
both players
start,
that
but
are up
it's
there.
okay.
That's an easy clear for the Neon. Yudotan hitting some nice shots.
Really
And,
good shots.
Giving GE a
Much
little
needed
bit of hope
shots.
here in the eco, but nice job there as well. You know, by Francis
Yeah, ठीक है,
being a
eco
little
था.
bit of bait for Ivy to set up for those last couple kills. Doing a great job there, you know, knowing that he's weak. And
Oh, Crystal,
ooh, that
wow.
hurts.
Bit of damage on the
निकल
RB,
गया,
puts him
निकल
down to 75.
निकल गए भाई भाई
Scale here. Ban able to
He's
find
pushed,
one,
nice.
finds 2. Holding the
Ban,
line
Dan,
here.
nice,
Yard
ban.
finds himself a 3rd.
Take
Gets
the
reset
4K.
as well as Francis gonna be
Nahi,
forced
almost.
back away. The Stinger eventually will collect one. And that leaves Persia now
Back,
all
he
alone.
knows he's made. Nice. Don't let
Slowly
you
trying to
go.
creep his way across. And ultimately, this is looking to be a very solid anti-bonus here for GE.
What's up, Kachao?
Well, Ban is so good. I mean, whether he's on the ISO or the Clove,
I mean,
he has been instrumental in a lot of GE's
Yeah, Ban
success
has been
here in
really
Stage
good.
2. He can really frag out. Love the way that they're leaning into his natural ability.
man, fortunately,
Down, so
stream.
just spray through.
There you
Yeah,
go.
easy money.
Man, fortunately, stream पे बोल नहीं सकता क्या बोलता हूँ मैं जब भी ban clutch करता है.
Ban now, just 3 charges away from
समझने वाले समझ जाएंगे, but मैं stream पे नहीं बोल
and
सकता.
ready to go.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious. You know,
मेरे अंदर का पंजाबी निकल
a
जाता
little bit, just try to
है.
make
उतना
a
बोल सकता हूँ.
fast hit through, but you're getting a little bit of info
But the stream पे नहीं बोल सकता.
on where and how Ban is going to want to play.
Like
on
I
that
said,
Clove.
समझने वाले के लिए
You know,
इशारा ही
it's not
काफी
too
है.
different in terms of where he's positioned on the map, where we
Nice.
normally
Good
see
job,
him
man.
on the ISO in situations like that. But I'm kind of curious how they're going to pilot that agent, because one of the things I'm worried
Well
about
played,
for
man.
GE is
It's
not
all I
having
can
that
say on
vulnerable to
stream.
clear some of these tight angles.
job.
So you have to really be sharp with your reads, with making sure that you're checking every corner, every cubby. Once again, got Dombi tucked in underneath mid-top.
Hopefully मेरी coffee
Smoke
जब
there.
आएगी, I'll be able to
Francis'
hear the
face and
door.
Just does a little bit of
Otherwise,
spray through, but this is nice for Nongshim. They've got good mid control here.
Maybe
Kind of figure out how they want to pivot off the back of this. Now you're going to know that Crystal is going to be up here with that Odin.
मैंने
You
order
try
किया
to
था
challenge that.
Love that ping though from Crystal. Knows that that is just going to be a forward face from Francis to
Coffee's
keep the
almost here.
position of Dombi disguised
back,
here for the
back,
moment.
back.
Reading
आराम
it very
नाल
well.
खेलो. Back.
Cut in towards yard. Still that sheer wall and Thorns set up here to try to slow down the approach from RB. Yudotan is quickly going to backpedal. Fight into the corner. Pinchel going to go
Nice
flying out. And Yudotan maybe catching a glimpse right before the paranoia had connected. Does manage to come away with one, but Persia quickly trades it back.
Show miss नहीं होना.
Gentlemen now on the floor, but already the full forces of Global Esports encroaching here on this position. Haunt reveal onto Crystal. Unable to really put that Odin to use here from this position. Need to try to continue to scale out of backside. Couple shock darts lobbed in. Still the approach coming in. Deep flank from Poppy, just getting ready to arrive. But Francis is watching the angle here for now. They need an attention pull. Try to drag these eyes away from that spot. There's a swing in. There's the kill. Tap for the defuse, but widely Nongshim have this one in hand. As they look to very quickly reply and deny Global Esports from tying things up. So 3-1, they will maintain the lead.
Yeah, this is good stuff from Nongshim in terms of their macro.
Very good stuff
A
from
few
Nongshim.
little micro issues
He
for
lost
GE
control
though.
there.
I like the idea of keeping Yeoman tucked in the pocket, waiting for his vice wall to pop, waiting for this execute to really be fully committed to. The problem is he doesn't hit on his initial spray too much, and Persia just turns and blasts him through the box. Things just kind of crumble from there. You know, Francis wins a duel on point on the site, and then it just crumbles piece by piece. Also, credit to Persia, just permanently locked in towards mid-stairs watching that. I'm be in trouble if he keeps going.
Ooh, trying to go for the slide at Ban. Shrugs
Nice.
that one off. It's a
Nice.
shutdown there. Yudotan on the one eating all of the damage. Showstopper online, but obviously a little less enthused about committing it when you're very likely to get sniped out of the sky. Spawn to the Poppy, RB. Managing to force him back, but can't flush him out.
You're really close to a couple ults for your
Thorns is
Nongshim.
scouted.
आराम नाल काके.
He's gotten in, and I don't think that they read this at all.
Oh, they don't know the
He's going
law.
to get ready to swing the corner. Yeah, he's able to
Oh, they
strike,
don't know the
finds
law.
one, gets a respawn here onto the enemy Viper, faces in, Yudotan, lucky to come away alive. Continues to bound forward, Poppy holding his own, takes down Persia.
They don't know
Net
the
going to be removed,
law.
and Poppy, quick on the draw.
Nice, Poppy.
Finds Ivy as well. And it felt like they had this one in hand. The space
Nice,
opened up there by
yaar.
RB, being able to lurk forward onto the site. It very
Clutch
quickly gets undone. Crystal
P.
ends up being the only casualty.
Yeah, that's a toughie for
Let's
Nongshim.
go.
If RB can win that swing on B-Link, if he could just get some bullets to hit, Yudotan was already weak.
Oh, nice. And we have two
That
ults
would have
now.
been
They also have
potentially
two.
a very different round.
ठीक है.
But there's nobody
Papi
really in
Mirjan.
place just yet. You know, the paranoia to try to set up the slide, but Ban sees the lightning coming out of the feet. Yudotan, that's a huge win right there. That's probably the round. Poppy as well, standing tall there. Right out of the grab net. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from him. Now you have a Nightfall. You're one away from an annihilation as well for Ivy. Dombi
Crystal is good in general, bro, not just with Vandal. Crystal is good.
So
That's, you can end the sentence there.
wobbly for Nongshim.
Crystal is really
like to
good.
get this round. Get yourselves back into that economic groove.
Oh my, Papi bhag. Bhag Papi, mar
Trying
nahi.
to delay, Dombi
Papi,
already
don't die,
ahead of
Papi.
that one, but good amount
Papi,
of
don't
damage
die,
gets himself to
Papi.
the wall, quickly broken
Papi, don't
down
die,
by
Papi.
the Odin. Global Esports
Papi,
once
don't die,
again do
Papi.
have players in the right
Papi,
position
just
to
don't
try
die,
and
Papi.
counteract this. Push
Papi,
around the
don't
corner.
die.
Poppy gonna be good for one, but Francis finding two, finding
ठीक
three.
है, trades
Not dead
है.
yet, gonna be pop ban. Back
Trades
into the
है.
action, has to backpedal away.
Trades
Get
है.
around the corner.
No!
More damage suffered, and then the kill gonna be bound. Seems like we're just gonna pendulum
That was
swing
a
these
crazy
rounds
spam
once
by Ivy.
again. Still with an opportunity though, are Global Esports.
That was a crazy
Yudotan
spam by
can
Ivy.
just try to send this showstopper off the plant, but Spike going to be going through, lobs it in, finds
Nice,
Spike,
Yudo.
banking that one off the wall. Annihilation.
Get it for
available,
me.
swing up
Nice.
the corner.
Lumen.
Ivy just going to be
Nice
struck
spot.
down. Now RB needs to clutch it out. The push finds the first.
RB needs
Plays
to clutch
back.
it out. क्यों बोला?
Waiting for the tap.
ये बोलने का नहीं ना.
The hunt.
बोलने का नहीं ना,
down.
RB needs to clutch
Red
it
Bull
out.
clutch is found as RB manages
बोलने
to
का
bail them
नहीं रे
out.
बाबा,
That's
कास्टर
really nice for
बाबू,
RB.
ये नहीं बोलने
Has
का
had some really
था.
impactful rounds. You know, getting that lurk in the previous round, yeah, they weren't able to convert off of it. Sitting there,
ठीक है.
just a difficult entry, but you know, having Domby there who's willing to sacrifice himself to set up that
ठीक है,
angle,
slow and steady, slow
knowing
and
that there
steady,
was
guys.
likely somebody holding it. They saw it in the pistol. That's a nice showstopper from
धीरे धीरे खेलो
Yudotan.
समझो.
Kind of guessing Ivy crosshair just a little bit too high on that swing. Missed the head of his opponent. Now you've got more big ults and a judge for Domby. Got Ivy's.
Slow, slow, slow.
Really do something creative here in this round. You
This
purge
round is
result.
important because this puts us in an
Obviously,
economic
they're
difficulty.
still going to think about
यहाँ से
trying to
हारे तो snowball होने लग
tempt
जाएगा, तो
fate
धीरे
here
ध्यान
at B,
से
and they're
खेलना
just going to send Domby
ये
in.
बहुत ही
Drive
ध्यान
now
से
gonna be
खेलना
popped.
पड़ेगा. Full back हो जाओ मैं तो.
They try to fish.
नहीं, 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 नहीं.
Starting to
नहीं,
come through.
Crystal.
Crystal has to
नहीं,
play back
Crystal.
around that corner.
नहीं Crystal, नहीं Crystal,
Drive.
नहीं Crystal.
Going to be shut down. Poppy able to find the one, but the trade instantly there as Persia just
ठीक
swoops
है,
in with
Domby
him.
को मारा, it's good, but
Wall
Crystal
again being
is
broken. The barrier mesh gone.
very difficult
The
position.
only real access point for Global Esports is going to be through this connector. Out through mid.
Oh,
ओ भाई,
sees.
Just
1
trying to
HP
take
हो
the
गया
weapons
वो.
away here. Hit, however, raised in response from Nongshim. There's the stuns coming through. Annihilation now going to be sent in.
Oh, gosh.
Gets the pull. Yudotan going to be dragged
Oh,
into his demise.
gosh.
As Ivy gets
Yeah,
himself
that's a
to
bad
3K as the raise does
That's a bad
fall.
round.
3 rounds now up. Nongshim get the 5.
Yeah,
That's a bad round.
they're
Now,
doing
that
a
is
great job
problem.
on these executes onto B.
अभी तक it
GE
was
doesn't have much
okay,
recourse,
that
but
not
to try
so
to play
much.
retake, like you said, it all has to come through Link. Once you
Ah,
get this
that was
player on the
hard.
back of sight, once you get Poppy dead, that really simplifies things. That's a great annihilation, and Ivy protecting it.
Yeah.
Heard some of that spam trying to clear it out. And he's right there and ready to collect that 2K.
Yeah.
I mean, just basically plays it like a cipher
Okay,
trip.
good
Got the
timeout,
sonic
good timeout.
sensor. It goes off. Okay,
Okay,
boom.
ठीक है,
There's the
let's go.
ultimate in your face.
Yeah.
Let's
Pretty
just
much
slow it
guaranteed to
down.
get a grab.
Love the responses to it, the ultimates. You know, they throw the Steel Garden. That's cool. We're going to throw a Seize to buy a little bit of extra time for that Steel Garden to decay. And then we're also going to throw our Viper's Pit down, so good luck with that. It's really just good on-the-fly decision-making from the Nongshim players. Playing
ठीक है, slow
the
and steady.
tic-tac-toe game of the ultimates very, very nicely. Really, really impressive stuff. But A-Site, I mean, the thing for GE is
Crying emoji
when
तो
I'm looking
होगा
at the
जब हम
map, when I'm looking
जीतेंगे.
at how they're structuring themselves, you know, they're putting that vice wall right at the front of AR that a lot of teams are doing these days because it's so annoying to get past that wall because there are angles you can take
You
from
see,
yard
FNS
and
is
from
saying
elbow
he'll make his own
that when you're
Indian team.
close enough
Nice.
to that wall
That'll
to
be
trip
really
it,
cool.
somebody can just pop around
I'll
and
be
shoot
really
you.
happy, bro.
just
I'm
can't
telling you,
do
I'll be the
too much
happiest
about it.
person.
It's not like
The biggest
Lotus where that wall,
advantage
you
to
can kinda
anyone
pop it
on
and mess with
earth
it a little bit.
for there being a
Much
good
harder to
Indian
do.
team is us.
So I figured they'd be
I hope
leaning a little
everyone
bit heavier
understands that.
over towards the B side. A little bit quicker, but
FNS.
Nongshim's just been too fast. I mean, once Domby's in, it's really tough to do anything about it because they're playing so well for the trade. Francis in particular has been right at his heels. And even though Domby isn't lighting up the scoreboard, he's doing a great job at entering for this team.
Double swing in. That's a headshot found. Crystal down to 42. Quick back pedal away from Ivy. Is
You know, too
right
much.
around the corner. There's no escaping that. Hunter's Fury still going to be committed here. From Crystal to try to find something. Ban will find a headshot on the RB, but
I
that's
know
about
it's
it.
eco,
Otherwise,
but it still
the
hurts.
ults widely are not finding value. And you talked about Domby not lighting up the scoreboard. Well, let her do talking.
Good.
And he is responding. Quick little 3K chance for a fourth. See if Poppy can try to find a little bit more damage here. And it's just going to be the full face here into the smoke. And Francis will collect it. Nongshim now 6-2, shrugging off any thrifty attempts.
Yeah, this is just great stuff for Nongshim. You know, with Domby, like I said, maybe not lighting up the scoreboard, but he's doing such a good job on the entries, and they were following up off it nicely. This is just great play from him. Able to dodge the Hunter's Fury as well here. You know, a little bit of an attempt at a set play there by Global Esports to get that Hunter's Fury to connect and doesn't really find much value. Nice win for Ivy out in mid. But it's really Domby this time gets it done with the
Thank
fragging.
you. What's up, Straw
Just
Hat,
breaking things
Luffy?
open. And
Thank you
it's
for the
this
follow.
mid
Welcome to the
pressure
stream, Mr.
that
Faker.
GE can't really seem to find answers for.
Yeah.
You know,
Why
you add
GE
another-
can't
you add
find
the Cloven
answers?
for maybe an extra layer of smokes. You're actually going to Viper's Pit a Link to try to just shut this avenue of attack down. Really try to force them into the other sides of the map. You know, Crystal's got this Odin. You have two
Oh,
players
Dumby
pushed
slows.
out
He
the
doesn't
main.
know. Back
So
off,
this
back
is
off,
good
back
macro
off, back off.
from Global Esports. See if they can convert off of it. Gotta win these fights.
Don't die.
Outside a lot.
प्रॉब्लम होता है क्रिस्टल अगर जल्दी मर जाता है तो मुश्किल होती
Slow
है.
creep back here.
Nice.
Trying to flush them into this operator. Push
What?
forward as well here from Ban. About to find a time.
Oh,
It
right.
swings out and it's all just whiffs.
And then we missed that and it's over.
Kill immediately
Can't do
found.
anything.
There's paranoia.
Can't do anything.
It's the connection there.
Can't do anything.
Backpedaling frantically is
Can't
Yudotan.
do anything.
Force forward here into the
Can't do
smoke.
anything
Now
from there,
dead as he
bro.
peeks back out.
Can't do anything
Dami just
from there.
running
It's
all
just a
over him.
shutdown.
And finally beat
Like,
Bell.
वहाँ से
Chris
क्या
has
ही
got
करे?
nowhere to go. Netted up. Dropped by Ivy. And now it is just Yeoman with
Aye.
RB having the read on this Vice's position. Walt will bloom. He will die. But that is still just utter domination here on
What is
display from
that?
Nongshim.
They're winning so many important battles around the
Yeah.
map individually. That's just
Looks hard.
scaling things forward. Got to see what happened with Poppy inside of his Viper's Pit, or maybe stepped outside of it. And
Missing each other. Ships in the night here.
yeah. Well, that's good news for Yo Man. Should be able to keep the gun at least, it looks like.
Unless he rotates in the mid.
Yeah. I mean, he's just looking for the exit now. It's just a matter of what does Ivy do. They didn't read that he went into spawn. I don't think they're going to figure it out in time. But I need to see what happened with RB and Poppy, because RB killed him from A main, from where I was talking about where that Vice wall is often put up.
Oh. Was that just a little bit of lag?
Little bit.
And I mean, just Ban not reading that teleport was coming in. I think maybe it was a fake TP coming through, but Persia just tick-tocking him.
Well, they got another Nightfall here for Francis. And there's no alts that are going to be online, so this is going to be
broken by
kind of dealer's choice here for Nongshim. How they want to they're winning spam battles, they're winning everything.
Yeah, I mean, Ban had also gotten similarly clipped. Now he's dead. RB just finding him out from A main. Pushes past the wall, swinging, finding the shot on the Yeoman. You're talking with the Sheriff, still delivering, puts the spike down.
Get a
on the
gun
floor. That does
upgrade,
make things
maybe,
potentially a
but
little
I
bit
don't.
more awkward, given that they have the double stack setup and a recovered Bulldog. But pickup, of course, comes through from the shadows. Now you've got Ivy on the slurk in from behind, getting ready
This
to
is going to be bad.
absolutely crush their hopes.
Because
and
why would he
dreams.
check
here are
right
the
behind
guns.
him?
If you can find the timing here. And there they go. Both are. And okay, makes up for the opening shot. Is able to lock him down. That's a 3K. Another ult online. In the lead at the half, very much stretched.
I mean, Nongshim just doing a great job with a lot of different things, but finding
I don't
ways
know,
around
maybe
the
at this
stall
time
utility.
calling another
RB
timeout.
playing this angle again.
Oh.
Just do with it.
Man, oh man,
I mean, he was low HP, but that was still some nasty stuff.
that was. They're really feeling it. Their map control and the way they're winning these battles, so good. And they're back into more ultimates, and you're still a couple away here from the showstopper, from the Cobalt. I mean, Dombi just able to take that for free. Grab net there as well.
Does get the hit, but quickly removed. The double push forward there. Crystal quick to reply. It's the 1-for-1 exchange. And immediately, it's just going to be a cut of the noise and a creep back over here towards B. But Crystal's there to try to reinforce this.
Yes,
Seems that
round
Nongshim's
by
still
round.
Trying to assess this as Persia makes a bit of noise in that prowler. Surprise! Francis taken down. Spot out onto the head and somehow kill not collected. Persia just gets a lick of damage on the Yudotan but cannot find the kill. Ivy at the same time is also not ready for this double layer.
Down B.
But Crystal keeps them in with a player advantage. Ever so narrowly.
Player standing.
Attempt the wide swing out. Crystal holds his own.
My ult is ready.
Grabs the orb. Ult now online. And RB, well, not much more to really try to do here.
Well, there's a world here. But they're
Get
picking.
one and get it cleanly.
He's got to outduel Crystal. It's going to be a tough angle. Crystal so sharp there. Oh, now they're going to double down on it.
I think he just
30
made a
seconds left.
touch of noise there.
No. No. Don't lose any.
Facing in.
No.
Oh my god, he finds the first one.
And that's the problem.
Straight to the mollies. Around the paint shell. Is spotted there on the corner, but he's got to make a go of this. Needs to start sprinting. Faces back, has no idea what's going to be there in front of him. Thorn's immediately going to be popped, and that should just about do
What?
it. As yes, the Thorns will finish him off. Just didn't have the HP to try to survive, but my God, RB
मैं कुछ नहीं
turned
बोलने
this into a
वाला
believer for a brief
मैं
little
कुछ नहीं
moment
बोलने
there.
वाला
Global Esports
मैप हो जाए मैं
finally
कुछ नहीं
able to
बोलने
find another
वाला
round win as they get up to 3.
I mean, it's just, he's one of those players where you've seen it too many times, where he just makes magic happen and you're like, okay, RB, I guess.
Everyone still remembers Haven Garage.
Yep.
Bye.
That is one of the best plays we've
Hello
ever
to
seen.
Optic.
Yeah. I mean, he gave it a run.
हंसो
Still some smiles there
चीतो भी साथ में
for the side of GE. I think one of the concerning things for me now is you're letting GE get back into this ult cycle maybe a little bit here in this round, depending on how things go. Dambi with an op.
not good not good
Ban spotted.
Oh bhai
Cliff.
Oh bhai
Killed, however, is now
Oh
the annihilation
bhai
lobbed in. That does get the pull. Crystal at the same time. Hunter Sphere going to be let loose. Yeoman finding RB. Gets rid of the lurk.
I'm out of here.
And that is a player advantage. Well, okay, there you go. Time's out.
Face your fear.
Peek in though, Persia.
ये क्या था
Similarly lurking
एंगल
on this side of the
ब्रो
map. Ends up catching them off guard.
Beautiful timing off that Nightfall.
And that's now a player advantage. Smoke across over towards connector, but already pushed past this here, our global. It's gonna have to be heads on swivels as Francis ready to strike from above, but Crystal reads it well.
I'm out of here.
Nambi with the attempt. Shot goes wide. And now you've got two players playing very split, all ready to defuse the half. Crystal does not stick it. Now doesn't have the chance. They will fall. It's going to be 9-3 at the half. Nongshim looking electric here on Corrode.
Yeah. Really, really good stuff overall. You know, Ivy Persia.
Round
or RB
6
having
तक ठीक
just
था
great
and then I
halves.
don't know what happened.
Great coordination with Dambi and Francis at times, and Dambi and just, again, breaking everything open here for his team. You know, Crystal had some really nice rounds for Global Esports. I love the timing there. As that Nightfall goes, Persia's just peeking off of it just in case and finds one, then able to immediately go right back towards B main and create that extra angle. You know, one on site, one on tower, one on main. That is a nasty, nasty post plant to try to break.
Okay.
And I mean, we'll see. Global, this attacker side, you would think might be a little bit better. Clove, I think, generally a little bit better suited. That is a cute sign.
Yeah. On a map that we're supposed to be.
To try to be able to rally back. I mean, like you said, you know, this
Come on,
is a map
boys.
pick.
Shake
They
it
have a
off.
pretty good
It's a
idea
new
that
half.
Clove can
Come
allow
on,
them to
Series G
play
fighting.
a bit more
Let's go.
aggressively
Shake
as
it
well.
off, boys. Let's go. You got this.
But seeing that kind of scoreline come out
Come
from the
on.
attack from Nongshim, who also do have a
Come
deadlock.
on.
Yep. It's not going to be easy. And in particular, you know, this comp, you know, GE was never running an Omen, but they had the ISO, so they at least had the vulnerable to maybe clear some angles. You don't have that anymore. And so the metal is a little bit tougher to get
More
to land.
toolbox,
in
Shall
spots
we
where
be
it's gonna
fighting
have
for
to,
next year?
displace players. So I'm a bit concerned.
Next year तो नहीं ये अभी साल चल रहा है but ठीक है. Thank you.
Smokes to I think get, you know, through.
There's nobody here to try to
Oh,
bail ban out of this. If they just
There's a
relay
game
bolt
of
this
chicken.
corner,
It depends on who
double
gets
swing
pinned
could
first.
be his undoing. Just now, reinforcements starting to swing around here from mid.
Just waiting for contact. I don't think they've seen ban here yet. This is just hidden. I think he's just going to wait. Try to find a moment. Uses his smoke, though. That might give things away a bit. Actually gets caught by the paranoia on the way out.
Oh भाई.
Just narrowly
बच
managed
गया.
to avoid
अभी लगा I really thought for a second ban को पड़ी.
those shots.
Alizar Farhan, thank you so much for the
Quick peek out.
29.
Poppy, RB, changing some bullets, and RB does get tagged up. Looks for a quick little reposition. At the same time, though, Global getting ready to scale forward massively into mid. It's going to be a cut across now in towards Yard. It's Dambi holding them back. The relay bolt going to be sent clear of the blast pack. Push now coming through. Persia doubling up on the angle. Dambi
shooting
collecting
range, baba.
3. Francis wins the fight versus Poppy at the same time, and that is going to be both pistols here on this map going Nongshim's way. Yo, man. Unless!
What?
But the time is just not really going to be there.
No time.
Nor is his health. An amazing little volley from Yeoman to make us believe for a brief little moment. But that belief is very quickly silenced as Nongshim get the 10.
Oh boy. Well,
Alizar, thank you so much for the 89, Alizar.
you know, with the
Really
time
appreciate
dwindling
that.
here for Global Esports, they make the call
next year
to
के
go up into
roster के लिए
stairs,
budget
and Dambi
add हो रहा है, thanks.
gets the read. Not sure if he heard something. That's my assumption. Is he heard some footsteps?
कुछ भी
Let's
नहीं
loose with the relay bolt. That buys the time for Persia to shift
My
over
boys
there
got
with them.
this. Give
Or
them
two
time.
players in A-Link and just lock it down, end the round basically. Just controlling the map really nicely, and Global can't get these starts that they need.
This is so aggressive. As target-rich environment, and RP gets so much damage.
Yes, one.
Ooh.
And a lot of damage.
Van Poppy pulled down low.
And he saw the
Shooting
outlaw.
And Francis
shooting
just,
range.
yep, able to very quickly
Duck
go
hunt
ahead.
चालू है यहाँ.
Shut him down here. One of them, okay, I was gonna say, Yeoman needs a sheriff. He is able to find one in the end.
निकल लिया
Picks it
निकल
up
लिया.
off a fallen comrade. Swing in.
Shot तो
Shot gets
पड़ा.
the hit, but Francis gets
10
the
HP
kill.
हो गया बेचारा.
Slide forward, yeah, just nothing more to be done is, oh my God. Stray bullet right between the eyes, 11-3. Nongshim looking to run away with this map.
They're just so in control right now. Just spraying through your own teammates trying to find RB there.
That's a great lurk though.
It is a beautiful lurk. The way he set that up using the snake bite and his toxic screen to get up there, absolutely brilliant. And then,
Akin to Forsaken on Split, sliding that garage smoke.
oh yeah. A little bit like that.
Just not really ready for that at all. If he had a, just a better gun, I think
Oh,
he probably would have been able to collect a multitude of kills.
At least three.
चलो boys, come on.
But still, he gets so much info from it. He does a ton of damage.
Now is the time if ever to wake up.
You're just trying to buy as much as you can here for GE. I mean, a couple stingers, a bulldog, the guardian, sheriff for ban. But this Clove comp just not really coming to fruition for Global Esports so far.
I mean,
You're gonna leave Yudo.
I don't know if it's a comp, but
trying to
sure.
sell a bit of a fake. That could actually work out pretty well. You've already got a heavy stack there for Nongshim. You've already got. Oh, and they're gonna make a. Francis is already starting to rotate towards A-Link though. They're like, well, we've got the deadlock util, bro. If you're gonna try to sell a fake, we're gonna start sliding a little bit.
RB, but at the ready. There's this. Oh no, misses the spot. Spots out the second though. Bite down. Holds them back. Domby sprinting around, getting into position now. Smoke going to be cycled forward here.
Nice,
Able to
Yudo.
find one though. Good kill to be scooped up, but Francis as a second layer is looking to try to flush him out. But now the pivot call ends up coming through. So they look to try to wrap around. Francis able to find one before getting taken down. The relay bolt now going to be lobbed in. It's 30 seconds. They need to make up their minds. They need to figure out where they're going to go. So now they do open up this A site a bit more. Weapons can be upgraded. As Ivy does not have any sonic
bodies,
sensors
throw bodies,
in
throw
position
bodies,
here to
time
try to
to
slow
have
them up. Has a net available. Recon lobbed in, ban noting the flank, RB dead. Ivy slowly creeping forward, finds the
Close.
first.
Run, run, run.
The approach
Run.
from behind, getting ever closer, finds the net, refaces, ban, take it down. Ivy
This is over.
looking for the clutch to get them up to map point, swings in, finds it. This man is on fire.
Oh, this is brutal for Global Esports, but so nice for Nongshim. I mean, Yudotan there doing God's work in mid, and he wins a big battle. I mean, a nice opener there as well for Ban, but Domby, great with the reaction with the relay bolt to stall things just a little bit more. It's that mid control that Global Esports is able to take, and then it just starts going down, but then this happens. Ivy just feeling it right now. That was a bulldog, folks.
Yeah. Smoke him if you got him. Global Esports with that final timeout call. We'll send it. We'll see what comes of it.
They're just struggling to do much. I mean, this round looked winnable, very winnable.
Oh yeah.
So,
This was,
you know, you're doing things
there were at
well
least
in
like
some
4
regards
rounds
at times.
that were very winnable.
But
that
again,
we
I mean,
just
it's just so hard for them to control the map with this comp, especially against the Neon. You just don't have much to slow down Domby, especially on this attacker side. Like, if Domby wants to accelerate, you know, when he needs to get back into mid, when he needs to make the rotates, there just isn't a lot that you're going to be able to do about it. And again, the only flash you have here is the Vice flash, the Arc Rose. And the only, you know, you got those razor vines from, but again, that's not going to matter too much until you get to post plants, and Nongshim's happy to just play map control and prevent you from even getting those plants down if possible.
I mean, speaking of happy, I mean, obviously Chober is here. So streaming in the venue as Domby does get struck down and Francis similarly falls. I was going to say he looks happier than he did on his wedding day, so don't tell his missus, but that might be changing.
Well, that's a great start. I mean, this round for Global Esports should be theirs in hand. I mean, worst comes to worst, you've got 2 ults in the back pocket to really make this go. You don't have the deadlock utility on this side of the map this time. You're going to realize that here pretty quickly, and so does Nongshim, to their credit. They're completely leaning that side of the map. If RB can win the battle on the flank, and he cannot.
Okay. Well, timeout call. And GE just hitting their shots. Showstopper in towards Persia. Only going to find a tiny bit of damage. Persia bites off a big piece there. That's just going to be used on dead. A nice headshot. Obviously, every kill that can be found here for Nongshim is going to be an immense amount of damage dealt to Global.
क्या कर रहे हो guys?
Lob it on the net. The tap, spray, the kill. Ivy able to find another. Swings out. And that is just going to be 3 players surviving here. Global Esports able to fight back as they get themselves a 4th round win, but they need 8 in a row just to take this to OT. And the ult cycle very much favors Nongshim at the moment.
Absolutely. I mean, just so ready for this push out. You know, Nongshim going for the quick hit. Seeing if they can catch him a bit off guard, but GE reads it nicely. Just playing a little bit further back. And can't win the battle this time, RB. Out from mid-stairs. Yo man able to best him there. And that's going to put Nongshim actually onto an eco. But a lot of ults. I mean, you got Domby's ult, and that can be a difference maker. No doubt about it. And they would love to find an opportunity to really accelerate. Ivy hanging on to quite a bit of utility here at A. So waiting for some contact. Let's see if he wants to pop anything else off this drone or if he's going to try to play quiet. Oh, they should have seen the head there.
Should have. Should have been the keyword.
Or gets picked up. It does give the not dead yet over to Ban. Ivy eats a bit of spam damage there through the box. Surprisingly, has not sent it with the barrier mesh. I thought maybe that orb taken the spam. There you go. Now he sends it out.
Yeah.
Then delays for a little bit longer.
Just really wants to wait to make sure it's there for most of the rest of the round.
Well, this once again puts a lot of pressure on RB. It just has a ghost in hand. Bite just.
Yeah, I don't know. It's RB, bro. You say a lot of pressure in RB's hands, but then
they. I mean, once RB sees this, he can play a little bit of delay.
He's able to get away from the outlaw. Backpedals waiting for a little bit more noise. As now Hunter's Fury similarly going to be online. Global Esports racking up these ultimates as they need to do if they want to continue this run back. Sees to try to hold them back. The Hunter's Fury now going to be invested. Just fishing here for any kind of contact that he can get, but none is going to be found. Clear the flash, swing at the corner. Udathon able to find one. Francis going to be struck down. RB down to 25 HP. Has to frantically backpedal. Gets himself out to safety. Spike plant comes through. That at the same time with a late lurk. Finds Ivy in transit. And that should pretty much seal the deal here for Global Esports as they look to get a flawless. Swing coming through. Downby with a nice headshot. We need so many more of those.
Yo!
A little bit whiffy. He finds another. Poppy now dead. Persia wrapping around from behind. Gets the audio here on the Ban. And as Downby does fall. He finds it, and that's going to be 2 ultimates now committed here. Ban sends that one. The round is secured. And there you go. Global Esports will be able to fight back for a little bit more. And he does carry the weapon, so I guess a bit of an economical ult in the end. That ends up being a lot more costly than Global certainly would have liked.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Domby just hitting some nasty shots with the Sheriff. Woo! Last one, very, very nice.
Shot.
Yo man there. Oh, right before the paranoia landed. Persia swung the corner, paid the price, but now you've got the operator, now you got an Odin. You got Nightfall, you've got Annihilation. So many opportunities here. As I could see Ivy just trying to maybe set up for those
nice,
angles. Yo, man.
Retrieving flash.
He's got the op too.
There.
I'm just expecting that aggression. He's able to find it. And once again, we put our sights on RB, who, Yonaton will win out the fight very quickly. Francis with this Odin. Unable to find much, and he is going to get spammed out off the angle, and now down to 5. This round is over.
I think they'll call
Nongshim
save.
going to have to try to go for the save.
Yeah, but like,
Swap over,
still
grab
a
that
long
op
way.
up, but Global Esports, they're getting up to 6.
Yeah. Well, they're starting to win some duels. They're starting to win some battles, getting heated up in the micro game in particular. Just great reads. Anticipating that Domby's going to want to
Making
get
up now
aggressive.
finally.
Shut him right down with an op of your own. That's a really nice pickup for them. You're going to maintain that Steel Garden for the next round, too. You're getting ever closer. A couple other big ults, 2 away from the Showstopper, 2 away from the Viper's pit. I mean, you know, Nongshim just can't find the opportunities to use their ults because they're just getting knocked out of the round before it really starts. So they can't even find opportunities for retake. Oh boy.
Yeesh.
Francis.
Persia will be able to hold on to this one.
Bhag ja, bhag ja.
Have to be a rebuy on the armor there, but you
Yeah.
can see now, I mean, economy pretty much all over the place. Let's see what they're
प्रेशर
able to piece
आते ही
together
ऐसे
for that
क्यों
final
खेलते हैं
weapon.
गाइस? ऐसे मत खेलो.
The stress
बिना स्ट्रेस के
maybe
खेलो
starting to
गाइस.
mount
कोई
here for
एलिमिनेशन मैच
Nongshim.
नहीं है, प्लेऑफ मैच नहीं है. दिल से खेलो. स्ट्रेस लेके मत खेलो.
When do you consider a timeout as Nongshim? That's my thought right now is maybe sooner rather than later, but you have enough for a most, you know, mostly buy as you got a Guardian. Just had to be bought down for Persia. It's kind of fanning out, but now they're tucking Donby this op into the corner. Is it going to be cleared in time?
Wait.
Yep, well, it's cleared by RB
Wait.
from sight.
But they could tell where the bot was going.
Yep.
Wait.
You would think that kind of
Wait.
gives away the script here, but
As long as they know the
Wait.
geometry, they
Don't-
should know there's going to be a player
don't-
playing this
don't
angle.
collide हो जाएगा.
That shot just ends up going wide. Tommy frantically needs a bailout here. The pipe doesn't go deep enough, but the shock dart layer
Nice.
over the Clovey tilt that absolutely
Oh,
will. Just no way to escape. Gets absolutely decimated. Francis trying to clear the drone. Now they know that the Odin's going to be in play. He's got the Nightfall ready to rip. Trying to find the timing here, but of course the Steel Garden similarly can come through from Yeoman. So if you're going to be pushing through without audio, at least you'll know that you're going to have the weapons advantage. So ult exchange,
Nice, Yudo.
RB spotted, taken down. Francis, the smoke is dropping. He's got nothing but a classic.
Oh, too
Annihilation
many.
committed. Ivy able
Too
to
many.
find one, but he needs to do
Too
so
many.
much heavy
Too
lifting.
many.
Push out.
Guys.
Finds himself a second kill, but can get no more. Persia
Oh,
offset.
damn.
Collects on the one. Shots flying. Yeoman with the off. Shuts him down. As the wheels are starting to come off. It's 5 more chances here to try to close this out. Global Esports continue to run this back.
now you're starting to see the pressure getting to Nongshim a little bit. I mean, Domby's just completely screwed.
Got a pass lane.
Yeah. Didn't want to use it to try to get out. Just never felt like maybe he had the opportunity. Yeoman still with that op. Still putting it to darn good use. Nice little flick there. And Global Esports very much still in this. So now you're finally going to see that first time out from Nongshim.
Thank you. I think Nongshim, thank you
They're
for this timeout. I needed it more than the
Not
team.
really able to do anything, especially about these B main heads.
4 in a row after that second time out call.
It hurts that you missed that first op shot. Like, that is really painful, because if you get, you know, especially if you get Crystal on it, that's those shock darts out of play, and then that corner a little bit more difficult to clear out, right? So things like that, like, snowball those rounds so out of control.
I appreciate all
And
the
with how good
criticism
Nongshim looked,
and the
You know, for so long in this map,
the comments in
would
chat.
have
by
expected
the way.
this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
A lot of Nongshim fans here today.
दिल से
Want to see them
दिल से बोलो
continue
जो
on.
बोलना है guys. तुम्हारे
see
दिल
them
में है जो
fight.
वो तुम बोलोगे. That I absolutely agree. That's
At the very least, making Ascension. Still potential for more, but long road to go.
come on boys.
Domby still with that overdrive. Stinger for him. Bunch of sheriffs. You're maintaining that weaponry, and now Yudotan has the showstopper.
Please thrifty मत हारना
Opt
boys.
to try to use that potentially.
That's all I will say.
There's this vice wall here for Yeoman, and he's going to hold the op at long angle first. So this is like a
Thrifty
layered
मत हारना.
defense to make sure that if
Please.
there's any push out of B main, always backing off the angle though. And little bit of noise being created by Francis in mid. Shifts him in that direction, but still, he has the safety of the Vice wall. So he knows that if anybody comes from behind him, he can either get out or turn and face to fight. Smoke does come down to help Ivy out a little bit.
Aman, don't bother
Global
replying,
Esports
Aman.
looking for that
Tension
response.
mat le, Aman.
They've widely been avoiding this A
tension
site
mat le,
because
Aman.
it is so
I
annoying
appreciate it
to
though.
try to get through Ivy's util.
Ooh.
And a chance.
Not a moment to spare there. Looks like he's considering a repeat as well.
Oh, bhai.
Coming pushing forward. Just around the corner there is Domby. Showstopper now to try to open up the approach here towards A. Barrier mesh holding back Crystal here for the moment. The drone to try to chase forward. Just give a target over to Yuratan.
30 seconds left.
Won't be able to find any.
That's okay. And then niche.
Ooh, RP really jumping right into that shot. He was able to avoid it. Confirms presence there of the operator, but the spike now planted.
Ashmit, the other one is also
Nongshim
ready.
look for
Both
the
are ready.
retake.
Ton of
FYI.
util here
In
in the
case you were
overdrive.
wondering.
Bot going to be sent. Snakebite just to clear out that back box here on the site. Paranoia could be absolutely monstrous, but they haven't
Oh,
said it
no.
yet. Now
No,
ends
no,
up
no, no,
going
no,
through
no, no,
Domby.
no, no, not
Opposite
like this,
overdrive.
not like
Ivy
this, not like
finds
this,
one.
not like this, not like this.
Fault
Not
revealed,
like this,
spotting
not like
nothing.
this,
Yuratan
not like
taking a
this.
shutdown there on the
Guys!
slide.
Guys!
Flushes another out of the smoke, and they're just sticking it. What an unbelievable way for this map to come to a conclusion. But like Global Esports should have had the upper hand, but instead,
So, Bind
He's
is
in
our
the
first
night.
map, right, guys?
that is Nongshim taking away Global's map pick.
Yeah, I mean, this was a stellar map from Nongshim. From the get-go, there's a stumble there towards the end, but the beginning was really, really strong. Just making great reads, just having great executes. Domby doing a lot of good things in terms of creating space, and then players
What's
following
up,
up off of
guys?
it. Ivy was absolutely incredible.
Welcome
So
to
that
today's
1v3
matchup.
clutch, absolutely disgusting.
In our first match,
That
we
looked
go
like it
up
was map
against
over at that
Nongshim in
point,
Bind.
but, you know, Global Esports
It's going to
able
be a
punch
fun
back little
match.
bit. Love the timeout call there from Nongshim saying, hey, just don't give up stuff for free. We're giving up too many first kills for free. Let's dial it back a little bit. Let's play for these retakes. Let's save our util. And let's just swarm them.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it just ended up being Global giving away the defuse for free.
Guys, जीतेंगे तो आगे जाएंगे,
A
हारेंगे
bit of
तो
a weird one. Go ahead and kick off the day.
we'll play against
That
DRX
is
and then
Corrode
either we'll win that
over
or
to
we'll lose
Nongshim.
that. I really don't
As
know
we
what
now
else to say.
get ready to move
I
into
am
their map
at this
pick
point
apart. We'll
as
see what GE's
helpless
prep
as you
looks
guys.
like.
I'm watching along with y'all.
What kind of read they have on this one? Obviously,
We
in
will
the past,
do
plenty of
whatever
tape to study from
has to be
Nongshim.
done, but right now
When it comes down to that map, and how they like to play
I am
it,
very
but
happy with our
clearly,
players
I
and
mean,
our
you know,
coaching
RB's
staff.
in. They've
We
been
will
willing to
continue
change some
working
things
and
up.
building.
Saw that here today with the cops coming through.
Yeah.
And now you've got Francis back in the IGL seat. So who knows what this ends up
And
looking
no,
like. But either
before
way,
anyone
they need to
asks,
be able to turn the
regardless
tide
of the result,
here
we are
and
not
now.
nuking the
A
roster.
pivotal match for both these squads,
Before
and
anyone
Nongshim
asks.
have the upper hand. We'll go ahead and send it back over to the analyst desk.
That
though,
is
for
not
now
happening.
to break down the action.
We are not resetting. We are not restarting.
Oh, what a fresh new look
We are not
for
going
Corode
again
and
from
for
scratch.
Nongshim to look like the Nongshim that we wanted to
We'll-
see this entire time.
We'll figure this
Oh,
out.
baby,
We'll
they're
build.
back. You can tell.
Either
man.
we'll
You
win
can
or
tell
we'll
Francis
lose.
is IGLing again.
Either
This
we'll get
looked
our
like some
renewal in
vintage
2027 or we
Nongshim.
won't.
I mean, I like the Global
That's
were
all I'm
willing to
going to
take
say.
a risk. They changed their comp, but ultimately it was
We'll
too
do what we
little
have to
too
do.
late. They only found that steam right at the end of the map. So
We
I've
have
gotta
this
be
year,
feeling for them now, especially moving
2025.
forward down the
We're
rest of
in
this series.
August
I
now.
feel like
We
Nongshim
have all
really
of
stole this
2026.
away from
If we
Global
make it to
Esports over
champs,
a map pick.
we get our renewal. We
Bart,
stay
how
in
are you
VCT
feeling
for the
about
next
this?
4
I
years.
mean,
If we don't,
had a,
we don't get our
we were
renewal.
very
We
confident
don't
about
continue in
Global going
VCT
to
from
this, but then they changed
2027 to
their comp.
2030.
And then
It's as simple as that.
Francis became IGL. A lot of things changed right
Variables.
before we went into other things
That's
too.
it.
Some
तो
players
आप लोग
not
चिंता
feeling
मत करो.
well. We saw a
हम लोग
little
कर
bit of
रहे
a
हैं.
wave goodbye on stage.
या तो होगा या नहीं होगा.
What's
Option दो ही
sticking out
है.
most to you right now?
There's no in
Well, to answer
between.
your first question, I feel like an idiot. I will say that we're going to talk about it in a bit, but there are some things that I thought were just not played well, and I think it contributed to this. But ultimately, Nongshim played very fast. The IGL change was very good.
Because in 2027,
I
all
actually
orgs
really
will be
agree with Showtime
reevaluated,
that
not just G. The next
difference
4
in
year
play
cycle,
style
all the orgs will
and
be reevaluated.
calling. I was actually surprised at how well it worked.
Either
Especially in their
we
attack side,
won't.
because
That will
the
depend
choke
on our
points are
performance. That will depend
really
on
tight
everything else
on
is
this
right.
map.
Right as their
And basically
criteria.
not
The league
fair.
has its
So,
criteria.
wow.
That we will
I'm very
worry about.
shocked
Y'all
with this
don't worry
result for
about
sure.
that.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Showtime.
That is
Yeah, I do.
that is our
I do.
evil figure.
I mean, I just felt like they were the better team in the server, especially that first half. I mean, they ran away with it. I mean, we've seen across this stage that people like defending on Kuro because that's how tight those chokes are, right?
Right.
But this is the one thing Nongshim always used to be able to do is they would disrespect you.
Yeah.
They would disrespect the map. They would disrespect everything and go, "We're playing our game. You have to fix it." And that's what this looked like, right? That's why I like it. That's why I
Dambi
like
on Neon
Frontiers
is a
back.
different dude, bro.
Yeah. He
We're
was
just a
loose
player.
today. They let him off the leash. He
He
was
was
just
unleashed.
going.
We were talking about
Dambi played
Mini
really
W
good.
gaming for Talon, but that's also Nongshim, to be fair,
Yeah.
especially Ascension Nongshim, and that's what we saw today. In fact, let's look at Dambi back on the Neon.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's not just Dambi. So
ये दिखाना
I think you
जरूरी
can
है
watch
और
Dambi in
play
this
में.
round because he's not afraid. This is what I love. He goes, I mean, he dies, he gets traded, but that's what he loves to do. They get all the space, they get the sight, and now they're in this post plan with Deadlock, Viper's Pit. I mean,
Right.
this is what they love to do.
So if memory serves on this round, first off, Boppy had ult. Troll, by the way, to not use it. Second, if I'm also correct, I'm pretty sure Ban had ult. And Ban didn't pop it early to go for. Oh boy, this one was.
I mean, this is
tough.
rough. I think you can, just for this round,
Oh,
Why
Thank you so much, Jirajia Plays.
I mean,
I really
this for me
appreciate
is a
the
problem
chat.
because on ISO, maybe you can get away
I'll
with
be
this when
honest,
you're running
I
that
don't
double
get
duelist.
affected by
If
all
your
the
solo
chat.
smokes Clove, you're
I'll-
peeking so deep, and even
like,
the fact you can smoke
probably
after
एक
your
ज़माना
death, it's a
था,
small
way
radius.
before
You
G
can't
even
help from
existed,
there. I mean,
जहाँ
I
मुझे
feel like
actually
a little
फर्क
bit of a
पड़ता था कि
crumble
लोग क्या
that
बोलते
round,
हैं.
Global Esports.
that round was so
And
troll.
after
So
that, I
round,
realized
believe
if I
round
start
9,
getting
right?
affected by what
That
other
round,
people
if you're
say, I
watching
will
on
start
YouTube,
living
go
my
back
life
and watch it.
and
So
letting
first
them
off,
dictate how I
they have
live
a
my
pin
life,
down.
which
The
is
op
not
is
good
looking
to
at the
happen.
long
So
angle.
I really
Ban
don't
is
get
tough.
affected by
I don't know
what other
why in
people
the
say.
world they thought, hey, you know
हाँ
what's a good
कभी-कभी
idea?
लगता है बुरा
Let
like
me
shit
just
यार.
advance with
ऐसे
no
क्यों बोलते
cover
लोग?
and just like
Then
go to
I'm
the
like,
next
ठीक है,
corner.
बोलते तो
If he
बोलते हैं,
waits,
उनका
the
problem
op
है. I
gets the
still have
first
to do
shot,
what I have to.
then he gets to deal him in a surprise because they first have to deal with the op, and if they
Cool bro, बोलो.
you know,
मैं
excel
तो
too
बोलता हूँ, मैं
fast,
जैसे
he
लास्ट
can
टाइम बोल
probably
रहा
get
था, लाइक एक-एक करके पुट एक-एक करके वन लेटर एट अ टाइम यूट्यूब पे जाके ऐसा स्पैम करो, मेरा एंगेजमेंट बढ़ाओ, लाइक करो, डिसलाइक करो, एंगेजमेंट बढ़ाओ, शेयर दिस वीडियो विद योर फ्रेंड्स, कॉल देम आल्सो एंड से आओ इन लोग को गाली दो. क्या कर रहे हैं लोग? छी.
when the op is posted in the back, you can't really help him. I was so shocked by some of the decisions that I saw. And the thing is, I also thought that most of these, like the two clips you have to me, were unforced errors. It wasn't Nongshim is just like putting them in a box and doing things to do stuff. And it just creates this like result. No,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
was
that's it.
GE
No,
making the
bandit,
decisions
no
that they
error, don't
made
worry.
and
Both-
put themselves
that's
in
exactly the
precarious
point,
spots in
absolutely
bad
no error.
rounds.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think
Tough.
I think Nongshim played a good, solid game, but it wasn't like exceptional. I think it was more shade stylistically of what we were used to seeing
Yeah.
from them. But I think this change from Global just didn't really work out. I don't think they were as prepared as they should have been. I think
Ashmit, that's the only
Clearly, and
guarantee.
I actually wonder why they prepared it this way when things were kind of working before. Were they prepping for the Nongshim?
Those
that
are the
we've
only
seen in the past
guaranteed
couple
ones.
weeks with RB?
I mean, for me, I don't hate making a comp change, right? I get it. I think
I don't either.
with-
Can't judge.
Like with
Yeah.
with what they were using before, I think it had a lifespan, right? That double
Right.
duelist with the ISO, and I get trying to catch Nongshim off guard, but I just think ultimately it just didn't work out on the day. And I think that can happen for so many different reasons. So it's hard to dig into. It's hard to say, the comp change is necessarily a problem, but it just, I think the way it played out, Nongshim
Right.
improved and Global dropped off in that map.
Well,
Yeah.
Bind is going to be the next map. And right now, Global
Bind
is
is
going
going to
to
be
find a
a
way
scary
to
one.
carry this series forward so that they can continue on to playoffs. How are you feeling about going to Bind now?
I mean-
after seeing what we just saw.
Nongshim have been so good on Bind for so long, right? This was their map last year. They loved this. They played that deadlock, for a long, long time. They really, popularized that, I guess you would say, over here in Korea. And on the side of GE, when we last saw them play, they were running with this Sky. I mean, it wasn't the best luck. They lost to Team Secret, where Nongshim were coming off the back
I'm
of a
तो
win
saying I
against
absolutely
DRX. So
understand.
it's kind
मैं
of
तो
hard
players
not
को
to
भी बोला
believe in
सबको
Nongshim,
हारेंगे
where I
तो
don't
गाली
think they
पड़ेगी,
trust.
जीतेंगे तो प्यार मिलेगा.
No,
दो
I
ही
certainly
option.
agree with that, especially after what you saw, because they got to play fast
I'm not
and
even
loose,
saying
and
हारेंगे तो
Bind is
प्यार दो,
literally
जीतेंगे
that.
तो गाली दो.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
मैं तो
if
बोल
you
रहा हूँ,
do it on a
जीतेंगे तो
map
प्यार
that's
दो, हारेंगे
that
तो दो गाली.
enclosed and the geometry just doesn't work well with speed, and now you're on Bind, and speed is your niche.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But Ban is on Viper, so he could probably help. I don't really dislike the Sky all that much. I know she's not popular in meta, but I think Sky certainly has value on this map. I still
Yep.
think it is one of
Yep.
her premier maps. So I don't think that's going to hurt them, and if they use the info well, hopefully they don't have to walk down to get information and just peek around the corner with 4 people looking at you. Maybe a Sky Flash will help.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that'll help. And, you know, Chobra, I could hear him screaming from over here, so I just want to hold up his sign. Persia, definitely. I thought he was going to be the MVP of that map. It ended up being Ivy just now. Like you said, Ivy on the deadlocks
It's
time.
classic.
Yeah.
I love that this is what they're going back to. I mean, Nongshim was so famous for their infamous style. Now Francis is back. You're seeing it come out in their gameplay. Getting the agent compositions come through now. And we've seen that change for GE, not running with that Sky. They are bringing that deadlock still, but simplifying things down with that fade. Much more standard than the default comps. Talk us through the Nongshim comp here for us.
Well, the game is going to come down to how well GE reads Persia, because KO is very limited on the info he can gather and the things that you can do. And the truth is, most teams have gone away from it because it's way too predictable. His molly on B does stop a lot of pressure. However, I don't know. Comp-wise, I still think GE is looking good here.
All right, well, all we have to do is wait and see as we go into buy-in, and we're going to send it back to our casters, Achilleos and Paper then.
Come on.
Thank you very much. Here we go. Map 2. As the sign said, playing like your jobs depend on it. Global Esports and
yeah,
Nongshim
absolutely.
both very much need this victory here today.
Yeah.
Everything
That's
hanging in the
good.
balance, and Nongshim now in the lead. Global Esports need to find a win on Nongshim's map pick. And as the desk was highlighting, as we saw the agent select going through, it's a bit of a weird one, to say the least, from Nongshim.
Yeah, I mean, well, both teams making changes, but I think Nongshim's a little more drastic because without the Viper, I think you lose a bit of map control here as Nongshim in terms of, you know, how you can make your rotations happen, how you can set things up. I mean, the traps there are going to give you a little bit of extra information, for example, for this big push out that's coming through short. And you do have now the open teleporter
Backstab
for RB over towards A Bath. As soon as that trip gets cleared, that might, I thought that maybe would be the ghost signal, but actually they peel back. They opt to not reveal themselves.
No, bhai ban.
Find that shot eventually. He's able to make it happen.
अगर वो
It's the
मिस
kill
होता
there.
तो बहुत
Kings
स्ट्रेस
coming
होता.
through. RB4, GE, very well aware of the space that they've given up, but RB still able to win the fight on to 1.
They're going to be ready for this at lobby.
The camera going to be cleared
Oh
out.
my.
Ban now forward facing,
Ban?
but too many targets.
No, no,
All
no.
the way
No,
inside.
no, no.
Yotan
No,
similarly
no,
gonna
no,
be
no,
back
no.
up, and
ये
Dobby
cross
comes in
angle
on the
कहाँ से
flank.
मिल
The
गई
A site
उनको?
now completely open. 2 players low on health, but it's still going to be a 2-player advantage.
Now they'll know where Crystal is.
Yeah, not quite.
Seconds left. Spike planted.
Oh, there's that deadlock wall.
क्या ही करना है?
Held until this moment. The paint
सर
shot
पे
timing is
उसके
gorgeous just to find some early damage here on the Crystal. Just reading that well after the trip gets cleared.
Thank you, Islets. Really appreciate your
Coming on the
message.
approach there from Heaven. Sends out a net into the corner.
Enemy
And
remaining.
finds one. RB finished off, but Crystal now needing to do everything with 46 HP and 2 players full HP. Now spotted, traded, dead. Nongshim 3-0 on pistols.
Man, this is such a wild round, and it comes down to the Cypher util in 2 different ways. First of all, GE's decision to not pop that trip first and just set up there and wait for the re-clear of space. They capitalize on that. The problem is that there's the cam over at A lobby. That gets cleared. That alerts Nongshim to the fact that you're already into that position, and they've already flanked you. And with RB taking that A site so cleanly for free, that also opened up a ton of space. So GE, you know, a good idea in one part of the moment, and then in the rest of the round,
Turned
they
into a
got
nightmare for us
outmaneuvered.
later, yeah.
So Nongshim there, just a better big game picture plan. Whereas GE just not able to get much going. Nothing going to be done about that tap of the spike. Ban going to let it go.
Orb.
Oh, orb. Goodness. Yes, thank you. It's another great day in the life of an old man. It's
That's summer weather.
yeah, man. It's hot.
Cooking the brain.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ashmit. I appreciate it.
No, it's just been miserable.
It's horrible. Oh.
Great little opener there from Domby. Yeah, it's seasons like this where I'm like, I'm so glad I bought that car.
Meanwhile, I'm still a public transportation enjoyer. And I mean, once you get on the public transportation, it's great. They're nice and air conditioned here.
Yeah.
But getting there is,
That 2-minute walk.
yeah, I'm sweating, 5 feet outside of my house. Poppy might get one here.
30 seconds left.
Multiplayer phase, and yeah, he was able to find one. Gets a... Thought it would have this matter.
Yeah,
damage,
even
but
I
it
thought
really
he'd-
just breaks
oh.
down some of the armor here.
Even I thought he did.
Shell, that's going to land right on top of Persia, and he
Nice.
is dead to rights. This is a huge potential swing.
Last player
Is already
standing.
the damage dealt.
10
Monstrous.
seconds left.
Yeoman now with the weapon collected.
Spike planted.
Flash sent out. Francis
Oh,
gets the spot.
टकला दिख गया
3K
उसका.
here on the KO, and that is squeaky bum time, but it's still going to be the anti-eco over to Nongshim.
What a nice little setup, though, for GE. Playing off that contact of Poppy
Hi.
to immediately spring a trap in through the exit of B teleporter. Look at this, right away, boom. All that util there. There's nothing Persia can do. And RB's in a spot where he has to try to challenge. Nothing but a ghost. And Yo Man, oh boy. Nice deadlock stuff, but now is Nongshim not sitting too pretty economically. Persia doesn't even have armor as a sheriff. Same with Ivy. Couple regen shields, couple phantoms. So much more difficult here to make something happen. Just kind of
Oh, he has his
hop in the smokes.
They can
This
just.
Caterpillar to get the ult, get the orb.
Ay,
RP.
bro,
Getting the outwork.
timing on that.
Yeoman taken down.
Bro.
Exploration up short here from Poppy. Bit more of a forward trip this time. Trying to get the catch.
He's got a judge.
Do they flash their way into this? The answer is no. RB at the same time. We'll find one. Ban can't get any. Francis down to 12. Still alive. Rocket into the corner. And Utaton just going to be overwhelmed. Francis finds another 4 players surviving, and that is going to be a bonus converted after a rocky previous round. Nongshim start off 3-0 with Francis deathless at the moment.
I mean, I think you're seeing that the change in who's playing what agents and who's IGLing is making a big difference, in particular on this map with RB winning on these lurks, winning on these flanks. And this is just great, great stuff there. This time they're aware of that position quickly enough from B window, from Hookah, that they can deal with it without suffering any losses. Francis 6-0 right now. Guy can frag. We know that. We saw it when he was moved off of the IGL role, that he could pop off, and he's still doing it. So you love to see that. Just a tremendous player that Nongshim has. One of my favorites to watch.
Yeah, they're playing scared, bro. This is not how they
Force
play.
back a little bit with some of that util.
They're literally playing so
Notable
scared
core
like
games,
pussies.
but my goodness.
Sorry.
Persia very
That's true.
snappy with that headshot.
This is not how they
Still
play.
going to try to scale forward. RB refilling this space and does lose his head. Potential weapon recovered. They're probably on the swing out. Being able to find a leg shot there on the Domby. So now A site once again open for the taken. And because they're quickly trying to pivot, that weapon's going to be left down on the floor out by
Okay.
Fountain. So
Choro.
no further firepower going to be acquired here for Global Esports.
Spike
3v4 and maybe get 2 kills.
This is the one where it
Annihilation
counts.
feels a bit better to try to go for, but for the moment, there's just no shot, and now you don't have the option either.
One enemy remaining.
Ivy absolutely conquering them here. He's going to be looking for a little bit more, won't be able to find it. Gains another charge, so 1 off that annihilation in death. And as Domby around the back out of lamps, we'll be able to find it. 4-0 start. Curious if it's going to be an early timeout call here for GE or if they let it ride for one more.
Yeah, this is such a rough start in a lot of different ways. I mean, obviously Persia wins one, but the thing is even though RB dies there, that's totally fine, because you get the info that the majority of the players, in fact, we know because we can see the map, they're all over on the other side of the map. So you've got A site for free. You can immediately get that deadlock util into that post plant setup. Just focus on A tower, and there's just very little that Global Esports can do from that position. This is such a tough map to go against when deadlocks are able to get post plants set up. Makes it so much more simplified with what you need to do, what you need to cover in your post-plant positions. This time they're going to challenge Showers a little bit more aggressive than the previous round. Esports has to get going.
And you can see that barrier mesh considered for a brief little moment, but now cannot come through as the null command gets popped. Nongshim very quickly scale their way forward here into the site. Fragment into the corner, timing looked for, but shut down. Persia there, facing in towards Lamps, is able to back him up, and Francis finds another Yeoman now, going to be struck down. Crystal fighting back for one more. As the ping reveal comes through. Francis backpedals. Crystal walled out here from the rest of his team. 7 HP. Now, actually just 4. All that he has. Francis playing up in front of the Season 8 combo. Will suffer his first death. As Bad is able to find it, but I don't think he's going to be able to find the win. Will just be a grab of the operator and a quick retreat. 5-0 now for Nongshim.
They're
Fast
just
Monkey,
played
I have the
so
same
well.
question
I mean,
as
we
you.
know how good they can be on this map. They beat DRX 13-4 on it earlier in this stage. And the only time we've seen this map from GE, they lost 5-13 against Team Secret. So this is just already too out of control for Global Esports. Just a great play here, using this util into U-Haul because you have the deadlock wall on the other side of truck. You know that if anybody's in there, you can just smother them out. Francis playing this situation brilliantly, knows how weak Crystal is, and is just trying to catch them off guard, trying to get that first kill, and gets 2. Plays that so damn well.
And now it's going to be Glass Cannon. Just for that operator weapon needing to be passed over by Yudotan to try to give them a bit more oomph. That timeout call still not being seen. Span trying to hold things here at Hookah. Net gets the grab. Boombot not able to get the spot, but the Johnson alone will be able to do so. Ban does well to find one. Quickly gets traded back. Now double teleporter going to be coming through. Push forward, RB trying to go aggro through the smokes, through the cage. Ends up losing his life. It's going to be some damage dealt. Nongshim now scrambling a bit. It's going to be a player advantage here for Global. Yudotan, flash right as the cross comes in, but on the re-peek, the shot goes right underneath the Francis's feet. And Downby now is trying to find a timing forward here in towards the defender's spawn, but what? Huh?
What?
Francis, excuse me.
You see an elbow?
He's going to continue to try to fight this. Wants to see if there's anyone playing close, but they are not. Spike in play. Persia still watching here for a late flank. Shoulder spotted there at Heaven. Francis needing the back away as they swiftly get themselves forward here onto the site and towards the spike. Molly sent. A couple players low. Finds the first. The push out. And Francis tears them limb from limb. Another player advantage. Another squandered round.
This is, it's just brutal for Global Esports. I like the idea here. The Nightfall to set up this push out from the TP. It's similar to what we saw on their eco. I mean, just a great gravity well there. They have to challenge. And the moment is perfect for Persia. Francis even better, and he's standing up and he's letting them know because he is just on fire. This is some of the best we've ever seen from him, and we've seen some damn good moments. But I like the quick reaction here from Nongshim. After that Nightfall, they're just running. And the trap, therefore, only really able to catch RB. I don't even think the Annihilation caught anybody that got thrown out because they were already out of there.
Yeah, just trying to shotgun it blind. This is such a brutal position now. From the attack as well, 6-0 start.
Yeah, I mean, and again, this is a map that is Nongshim's playground. And it's a map where they don't run Neon even, and they're still just styling on you. This KO is doing it with the rifles. Seen some good flashes, but that round he had all of his util gone.
13-1-2.
Yeah.
Is Francis.
He's having a map. Now you're on an eco. You lost that op. You lost all that investment as Global Esports.
Well, another null command going to be popped. He's able to build these up so quickly. Downbeat looking to try to push forward. Yeoman does manage to find one. And RP. And it's getting a quick little spray across. Takes down 3 players. Bam now arriving. It's going to be working his way over towards Heaven. Try to see if he can get anything done here with this hero Vandal. Francis to try to lay. He's not grabbing a bit of damage off the stinger, but just a swing back into the spray.
This is safe.
I mean, cash is there. He can't afford to buy, but I mean, I guess you could just try to go for it, get a kill to be able to have the pit available off the rip going into the next round, but it seems like he will be backpedaling, but Nongshim do not want to allow for that to happen. You're reloading, son, where are you going? Okay. Well, he's got the pit for sure. It's Ben maybe with an opportunity to swing the KD positive. Please drop the graphic. Okay, Persia able to find the kill there in the end, surviving with 4 HP, and nothing going to be retained. 7-0. This has to be the round. This has to be the one. The timeout call to turn the tides and start the run back.
Well, to add on to what you're saying, it's the alts too for Global Esports. I mean, you're going to have the showstopper, you're going to have the pit, you're going to have so much available to you. Nasty stuff from RB. Nice little play here from Francis, anticipating the repeat of Crystal. And that was not so nice, but that's okay. Round is over at that point. Do have an annihilation for Ivy. The orbital strike for Poppy as well. They're clearing that so fast, and they're trying to make a play off of it, but all that's really going to do is buy you some time. You weren't able to combo that. I mean, you're stalling Nongshim. I'd love to see Nongshim spread the map a little bit now. They're going to keep challenging, and they're going to pay the price.
Okay. Kill found, looking for the bounce. It's going to be the grab there on the Yeomen. Showstopper to force them back as they try to get the spray out, and they are able to do so. So the rescue is in. Yeomen survives. As the dust settles, and it's a player gone for Nongshim, and a nullified ultimate with Yutatan collecting another. Ivy now taken down over at short as well. Spot with one. Quick kill from Crystal. As Haunt sees nothing further. Francis. Oh my god. Quick to readjust. Shot goes wide here from Yutatan suddenly. 2v3. Francis looking for the opening and cannot make it happen. Ban barely survives the fray. Ping's coming down. Teleporter available here for 2 players. As Persia.
No, they're all playing scared. That's why they're all playing like this.
Looking to try to clutch this out. TP comes through. Nebula popped. 12 seconds remaining here in the round. Persia needing to get this plant down.
Left. I have the spike.
See Cosmic Divide. Plant, okay.
Should just have it, but he really took that to the very limit. And because he was moving so slowly, he doesn't manage to get in behind Tube. So he's out into the open. Ban going to be scratching his head going, this is a bit odd. But we'll happily collect that as Global Esports get themselves a first round win.
Yeah, it's just a challenge from Nongshim. With those 2 ultimates available, the big ones, the Orbital Strike and the Showstopper. And you're trying to challenge short A like that, you think you have a bit of a backup plan with the Annihilation to kind of dodge some of that stuff and then deal with it, but it just kind of works into GE's hands. I mean, that's exactly what they wanted you to do. So I think as Nongshim, you hopefully learn your lesson from that round. Viper's Pit going to be used on towards B. And don't have a ton of util to just clear that out. So you would expect GE to set up their strong side over at A. And you kind of just have to fight for it, potentially, as Nongshim, unless somehow RB finds another miracle and kills the Viper while they're in there.
No, Yudo.
And
Bro,
shot not connecting.
Recoil.
Good info gain. Cam goes forward, clears out Hookah. Still wanting to try to fight into the pit. And I mean, you can get any kind of beat on this Viper. That Showstopper could be huge value, but how do you find him? What are you meant to do? 0 point. Paint shell close to dive in, and oh, he's right there at his feet, Dummy. Giving his life for the cause, but now the smoke anticipating Cosmic Divide going to be invested here. The approach around from the back noted. This plant gets ready to come through, and Ivy quickly drags across, finds the headshot. Poppy struck down. And now it's just 2 players locked off behind the big purple barrier. And one of them with an operator.
Yeah, trust me, guys. More than y'all, I'm frustrated. So, I get it.
Barrier mesh whittled away at, and RB just going around the world. Pushes up into the Nebula, nothing spotted there. Swinging around the back, and this has been lent zero credence whatsoever. Too many angles, fully surrounded. Nongshim are picking them apart.
I mean, I love the confidence from Nongshim. And again, Dambi gives his life for the cause here. Just says, you know what, I got the showstopper. Bumps right into ban. And RB, oh, just, you know, they
Mission
saw.
accomplished.
Yeah, no, it is exactly what you need to do. That's perfect from your raise. Another great grapple at the end of the round. Just not much that Global Esports can do about it. And they are just so well disciplined in most of these rounds. The only round they lost, it just everything else has been so clean.
Even then.
Even if they aren't clean, they're just, you know, winning crazy battles.
Well, even then, it still looked like they were capable of winning that round, but they lost.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a scrape. Tation coming through. Yeoman looking to reinforce this B site, but Nongshim more than happy to go ahead and rotate off this position.
Kind of curious what the plan is here for RB. Doesn't have the cam right now. TP from Persia over, though. They've got a great read right now. They've got showers control. I mean, you're going to have some big step-ups from Yudotan and Poppy.
Gets on the one, paint shell to try to delay.
Nice,
Yudotan finding Compi.
Nice.
Finding another nice headshot there on Ivy. Puts the spike down onto the forest. Yudotan is just absolutely taken over, and Persia's position is going to be known. So we'll just be a grab of the orb. One charge towards another Cosmic Divide. Blood in the water now. Global Esports looking like they might want to try to hunt for this one, but they still need to be cautious because they still don't have really any money behind this. So a high-low setup. Approach around the back. Persia will fall. Ban doing well to go ahead and find that kill. It's going to be a second round win now for Global.
Well, exactly what the doctor ordered for Global Esports there. Getting Yudotan to just go absolutely crazy. Shutting this execute down. Plays inside of the smoke initially. Oh, finds the kill right as he's getting smothered. And then finds the second onto Ivy, the third onto RB, and then the deadlock util there to make sure there's nothing that Persia can do.
Alizar, thank you so much once again for the 179. And Vishesh, thank you for renewing your membership for 8 months. Thank you
One
for
away
being
from
here.
another null command for Francis. So you'd love to get that orb. See, they're trying to challenge a bit for it. Trying to keep Crystal at bay as best as they can.
Plenty of noise being made there. Your point didn't connect on the ban, so this might catch them off guard. Now, realizing that there's two players here. Done at the same time. Trying to get the spot here in towards Hookah. Ivy just around the corner. Now Francis. They've just given up the space.
What up?
No one really paying attention to that one, but Ban certainly is making up for it here. Sounds on the pipe to try to delay, but now the TP's been taken. That leaves Yeoman by himself on the A site as the approach gets ready to come through. Quick rewrap being necessary. As Yeoman suppressed, swings out, finds one. Fadeaway shot, Persia on the floor.
I can't afford to fight.
Spike now being planted.
Spike planted.
Fragment buys enough time and space there. Be able to remove the net. RB spam down to 15. Frantically backpedaling as Francis finds Ban, but now needs to do it all.
Yeah, he's Francis. He'll do
Spot on
it.
the one. Finds the shot. And
Thank you,
tries to
Yeoman.
Pre-fire the angle, but the spray's
Thank
a bit
you,
too
Yeoman.
frantic.
Whew.
Yeoman with 3 will get GE the same on the board.
Ban just doubling down on that box right outside of Hookah. That completely stops this round from being another Nongshim win. I mean, that kill right there, and you're just like, oh boy, they don't check the corner. Or maybe they sprayed it and Ban It was able to avoid it and thought it was clear. My God, Francis is just disgusting. It's too much to handle there at the end, though. Yeoman, timely swing. Let's see if Global Esports can get 4 here. Can have a showstopper still. Can have that op again, and it's a weaker buy for Nongshim. You do have an annihilation for Nivy. Man, spotted. You know he has his ult too, so see how they want to play off the back of that. They're happy to try to stack up to try to challenge the deadlock in case the annihilation does come through. Now you have the showstopper. That's the other problem. You don't know where that is yet.
He's gonna send the net. Cage gets the spot on the RB just a moment before, as there's a showstopper as well. Dombi only able to trade once, so in the end, it's a trade up in Global's favor.
No, Kachao, let it be. Absolutely. Let everyone speak their mind. Everyone's allowed to say, think, feel what they feel. There's no
They desperately try to rescue
no
this as much
censorship.
as they can.
Say and feel what you want. No problem.
Still a little bit of time
अगर
to
है
play
मन में
with,
तो
but
बोलो. चलेगा.
as you can see, Global Esports is able to lean towards A because of Ban's position. He hasn't seen or heard anything in a while. It's going to be really clean here from Nongshim. And this op is a real problem. Going to have a good flash from Francis. Just taking their time.
30 seconds left.
You
Nice little tuck
do.
back. There's Annihilation going to be sent, but Ivy held at bay here for now.
Look at Ban, he's so quick.
He might still want to try to send this. Goes for the bounce and actually does
Arey
get a grab. It's
yaar.
gonna be Poppy. Getting dragged forward, and they're now able to find the timing.
Bro.
The swoop in from Showers. Spike
What
getting
was that,
planted.
bro?
Yudotan trying to interrupt. Cannot do so. He's able to only find one. Torch now from Ban. And Yudotan holding it down
Bro, that
with
could have
3.
been so bad.
It's going to be enough. Again, these rounds teetering on a knife's edge, but Global Esports managing to come out on top for 3 consecutive wins to get up to 4 at the half.
Yeah, I mean, so many of these rounds just coming down to who's going to have the pop-off moment. You know, is it going to be Francis? Is it going to be Yudotan? Nice play off the grab net there for Yeoman. Gives his life for the cause. It's a great annihilation, and this is where I'm like, oh, this round might just be Nongshim's.
Yeah.
But Yudotan there.
Even
gets
I felt
Francis
this
right
round might
after
be
the plant. And that's when Ban strikes from behind, and then Persia's scrambling to figure out where exactly Yudotan is wrapped to. He was just a step behind. So, I mean, Global Esports, again, starting to figure things out as the map goes on, but start to wonder, too little, too late. But they've done damage.
Still looking
Confidence
harsh.
should be there now.
It's really looking harsh.
And for Nongshim, you know, it looks so good.
It
Just
feels
kinda
like
couldn't quite
they're
get
down,
things
they're
to-
scared.
A great way to start the second half for them. 4-round deficit certainly is going to be possible as they move over onto the attack, but you also have to remember that, you know, Nongshim, they're running this Cypher deadlock. It's now going to be set up on the defense.
No, it's really annoying to deal with this. I mean, the good news is you know, you do have arrays, you do have some answers to clear at least some of the util, but you know it's going to be layered across multiple sites, and there's going to be traps just everywhere.
A lot of
Zombie
traps everywhere.
just taking a peek. Star is there, and that is just enough for him to back off. Doesn't want to mess too much with that
Where are
without
you?
seeing anything. Looking for a quick piece of damage. Bot's gonna get the confirmation. Tap of the orb, and now you're
Showers mein hai.
quick rotations here from Nongshim. They've got a great read right now. It's just
No
if they
0
could,
point for 20 seconds.
yeah, if they could just stop it, but oh,
They're just going to backpedal.
Oh.
Ban saying, hey, I've got pretty far forward here.
Ban is back to back.
However,
Ivy versus Ban.
got the trip just
This
here
is
below
going to
with the
determine the
barrier
round.
match set up outside by Fountain. Ivy says, okay,
damn.
well, I can just kind of keep my attention tied in this angle. Just as
Oh,
it expires now, yeah.
Puppy.
Has to turn back.
He can
Got the
hear.
footsteps now
Oh,
coming
damn.
through.
Oh, damn.
Peek, the spot, the net flying,
Knows.
able to avoid that one. He
Huh?
backpedals. He has a net of his own.
Oh,
Just trying to
he
rebound
made
forward
it.
into this
This is
one.
going to be
Sees
bad.
nade, goes in towards Cubby,
He
but
doesn't
he's just
know.
gonna look
Guys.
just landing right on top of his face, but Persia at the same time.
Bro,
Just collecting
I
3
told you
kills.
this is going to be the
Francis finds
decider.
another. As it's another 4K for Persia, and it's another pistol for Nongshim.
just enough delay. So much trust in Ivy, and well earned.
30 seconds left.
Just phenomenal. I mean, yeah, he dies, but again, he bought all the time with that util setup, with playing for his life there at the corner. That Persia gets there. You know, it took just long enough for Global Esports to make the decision to leave Bath and go to the other side of the map. And by the time they get there, Nongshim's figured it out. 27-9. I just, good God, Francis. That is absolutely bonkers, dude.
Like coming back from that just looks hard, man. I think like
Yudotan
she lost the mental
in
game.
that trip.
and the
Camera
game
right behind
and
it.
Over there.
Yo, man,
Every game.
tough spot.
Oh,
I know
well,
it's still
nothing
not
else.
over,
Yutan
but it's just looking
continues to
like...
deliver when it comes down to these sheriff shots.
He's hitting.
Well, Cam is spotting. Finds many players that just kind of swing into their own one way. RB's still able to come away with 2 quick kills. The weapon's going to be scooped up, so in the end, I mean, what damage could be suffered, you know, or what damage has been suffered is widely fine until Ban hits that one. He's looking for a little bit more, but RB gets swung into the corner. He's got no idea where Persia could be from here. But for now, this does leave it into a bit of a 1v1, but teleporter going to be taken, Ban backpedaling. Because they are just out for blood. Really giving him an opportunity as Ban hits an absolute belter of a shot. But he needs another. He's down to 37. That Guardian will absolutely tear him to bits.
Persia made some noise there.
Stuck back into the corner, but he has no idea where the approach is going to be coming from. At the time, is dwindling. Ban needs to just win this one here. And will get spotted. About to send out a bite, I do believe. And Persia sees the arm. The rescues around. It's another rocky anti-eco, much like we saw in the first half. But once again, Nongshim do manage to get the win. Because this was bizarre.
Well, okay, they tried to flash underneath the one-way and just go for the big play. But I mean, I don't... I get it if you see 1 or 2, but I don't know, you know, that Cam saw everybody.
It did.
Very stressful.
I just love that he sent the flash. The cage blocks it, and then he sends another flash and just team flashes RP.
I just don't like challenging that stack in that manner.
Oh, what a trap! Crystal is able to get away from this one, though, somehow, some way.
Still chasing, still chasing.
On the chase, is rushing forward.
Oh, bhai.
Bit more damage layered in there, and RB is going to be the one to collect it. Beautifully set up, but just take a little bit of additional effort to be able to go ahead and secure the kill.
Yeah. This might be it, guys.
Oh, okay.
Sure. I mean, they did it to you enough on Corrode. It's fair you get some back. But now you're kind of left not knowing much on the map other than Short, which still has a trip. Still has that smoke that's going to be there. Tucked into the corner. It's going to be Dombi. Francis playing the angle.
Fragment to try and delay here. Holds them back for the moment. Final pulse goes out. RB netted in the corner. The lone Phantom quickly overwhelmed. Francis attempting some spam shots. Dombi eventually going to be taken down as Francis needs to backpedal. Ban watching the back angle here from Lamps. Quickly collects it, and that leaves Ivy now to try to see if he can deliver some additional damage. But ultimately, seems like Global Esports is not going to allow for another bonus conversion to come through.
Wouldn't think he's going to be able to do too much more here. Not with that deadlock, Util.
Any shot on the Yutan would be a kill.
It's true.
Ban not so much, and well, there you go. Any kill found is value. The round itself is very much over. Spot out.
Also he'll get if he tries.
Ban avoiding any further damage. Just going to scoop up a weapon to try to run this one out of here, but I don't think he's going to be able to escape. So, yeah, we'll just get taken down. 5th round found. Global Esports halfway to trying to tie things up. Now have a showstopper here to try to make up for some of the economic damage suffered.
I think Nongshim puts themselves in a good position on this one. I mean, that's just, you know, it happens.
He's pre-firing it.
Yeah, that flash just a hair late, but the problem was GE just came as force so quickly onto RB while he was in the grab net that they couldn't really get that coordination like you would like. You know, you're hoping that RB can at least, you know, maybe do one tuck into the corner and then the flash comes out, but GE just a little bit ahead in terms of the pacing on that round.
Oh, here it comes, up and over the top, and Dombi just cannot track it fast enough, and RB, he can't finish off the job either.
What movement?
Yeah, quick little flush forward there. Crystal able to go ahead and spare Yutan's life.
Honestly, they should just save. There's
Well, they
no
absolutely
reason.
should. I mean, Persia, he's already starting to tuck back over towards that B site.
This is done.
Seems like maybe Francis is feeling it. He's looking to try to roll the dice here.
Till I don't see win-loss, I don't believe, bro.
You see if he can catch somebody out into the open on an exit, but yeah, with the spray of the box, nothing going to be found. It'll just be the slow creep away here as the three players just have to go on the save. So Global Esports
Not expecting fans to give
row.
unconditional support.
get
You
themselves
absolutely
up to
shouldn't.
6.
If we win, support us. If we lose, don't.
Very nice start. Try to challenge that showstopper. And just nobody could find their shots because he's just bouncing all the way to the dice that are on the A site. That's crazy good movement. Gets so deep of those blast packs. Love to see that from his perspective. That's brilliant work from Yudotan. Might be a... Are we doing a timeout or no? No, we're just showing player shots. Okay. All right, we have a Bucky for Dombi, which is not surprising. It's just RB with the Ghost. The 3 pistols you're able to keep over. RB's got his ult, but let's see what they want to do. 2 of your rifles right at this door. Swing out.
No. Nice.
Both
Nice,
get
Papi.
dropped. Papi able to just go ahead and solo dispatch them.
Nice, Papi.
Francis now. Going to try to fill this space. Phantom in hands, creeping onto the angle. Yeoman just there, out of sight. Slowly drifts back, but they have the players in the right positions for the most part here to try to counteract this as Haunt does go out. 0 point allows for Tommy to push forward, training out that Bucky now for a Phantom. Main shell goes into the corner. Nothing found there. Net going to be lobbed in. Blast pack up and over the top, and this time Tommy
No
does
close.
manage to nail the shot.
Do hai.
Blast packs forcing the back. Pain shell now going to be thrown as they look to try to hold
Oh,
this line.
Papi!
And Tommy, a bit of a gift there from beyond the grave over to RB. But as he wraps back through the spawn, he's
Yeah,
not going to
just
have
run.
a weapon here in hand.
ऑफ लेके जाता ठीक है सॉरी
Man on the
मैं
teleport.
रैंक्ड प्लेयर हूँ
Question is, RB, what are you
मैं
trying to
रैंक्ड
do?
प्लेयर हूँ
It's a tough choice.
30 seconds left.
Suspected this is going to be a rewrap. The plant is now in.
oh he doesn't know he's checking
Telling he's very much considering trying to go for this one, but in the end, it's going to have to try to play this one out with just the Ghost. Ban tucked away, and RB getting ready to walk right into his line of sight. Shots flying. He knows the position, and he will not be able to find the kill. Still, though, damn close here from the side of Global Esports. It's looking like maybe they had managed to make this one work.
I mean, they almost did. This dry swing out of hookah like that into B short. I mean, this is just crazy stuff again from Francis. Nice play from Poppy, man.
Good transfer down.
Yeah, no kidding. But at that point, with RB no gun, he just has a
Stay focused.
tremendously difficult situation. But now you have an operator for Dombi, one away from a showstopper. Cosmic Divide, null command, tons of retake potential here. Like to see Nongshim be a little bit more safe on this round. Especially with that op. Nice.
Well, Dombi twice in a row now, able to find him. Showstopper going to be lobbed in. That's going to be Oman. Struck down as well.
No spike.
Spike hits the floor, and orbital strike is an absolute whiff.
Crystal had already TP'd, already back over. You're in trouble now. This is way more difficult without being able to find those opening kills. No Sentinel found. That's all the util.
We have one smoke remaining as well.
Yeah.
Needing to find an opener through this shower's position.
God, if Ban could get that pit. There's hope for Global Esports.
Prowler spammed out. Dombi working his way onto the line here. Here's the exit of the one. They do leave Poppy in position. This could potentially catch him off guard as they rescale back forward.
no don't try
On sent. Oh,
Nice,
no,
Crystal.
Hitting a stray shot there onto RB, and Dombi has to reposition. He's going to be playing a very tight-knit angle now. Here it's short. There's the push out. He's able to nail the shot. Batten out, dead. The spike, stranded Poppy all alone in a 1v4, and he's going to be spammed down by Francis as Nongshim and break this little run-back win streak here from Global Esports. re-extend the lead ever so slightly as they hit 11.
It's just a change in methodology because of the operator that really works a treat. I mean, some great shots landed by Dombi, but it's more about the way that you're holding the map here. Nice shot on the Yudotan. Great decision to immediately go for that showstopper, kind of recognizing that there's going to be a few players behind this. Able to hold it down. Francis so reliable on this map. Unbelievable how much trust you can place in him right now. Make sure that that extra angle at Showers is dealt with.
He's 24-10-10 playing a damn KO on Bind.
Bonkers. This is absolutely going crazy. Oh my god.
Nobody else does this. There's the net. Nothing really to try to play off of this here, though. You don't have a nade.
Are they going to try to net at the star?
Oh, they're going to try to flash their way out of this one.
Spike down, B.
Net now going to be lobbed in. The reflash, the re-peek, and the kill is not coming through. Oh, a bit of egg on the face there as the pan dropping down, steadies the aim, finds the kill. RB trying to swoop forward to catch the timing. And Pan still there at hookah, still finding value. And just like that, from a gorgeous run from Nongshim in the previous to an absolutely nightmarish one, Global Esports continue to fight back.
These traps have got to stop. They're just not working. They're just not working for Nongshim. They've got so many of these little trick plays they're trying to set up, and they're just getting destroyed. I mean, even though this one probably should have been better. Yeah, he's in trouble.
He's got the knife out. Okay, redraws the operator. He's clearly suspicious about this. As well, Ban wasn't suspicious enough. We don't have throwing knives in the game quite just yet.
Well,
this isn't COD.
Jet.
Well, I mean, okay. Actually, it's a Kuna.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Oh, Poppy with nice. I
colloquially
hate myself after that.
Yeah, you should. I hope you do.
I have such a low opinion of myself right now.
It's okay. It couldn't have gone any lower than what I already had for you. So. This is, oh God. I mean, again, the ideas aren't bad in a way. They're just not converting. So I'd rather just see Nongshim just go back to playing a little bit further back, giving up a little bit of extra space, waiting for bigger commits before you really go for those trap plays. God, that op is so painful to lose. But credit to Global Esports. They're doing a great job of just being like, oh, you're going to throw these little, like, you know, net combos into flashes. Okay, well, we're getting out of them, and you're not converting, so we just win off of that. I mean, they get 2 kills so often, right, in those moments, because you're either trying to do a dry double peek out of hookah, or in this case, you're throwing a grab net down B long. Eliminate Bath. I think what was it? On the anti-eco where they used the combo there outside of Bath, right, to try to get Crystal, and like none of it's actually really worked. So, yeah.
Wow.
Anyone feeling generous?
Looking for another thrifty. They're able to close the previous map with one. We'll see if they can get up to match point with it.
Got firepower.
I mean, they won the last
with
map
the ghost again, but 3 sheriffs and a stinger for Ivy. Clear. One closer to that annihilation, so if Ivy
ये एक किल लेके annihilation देके कुछ ना कुछ कर देगा. मेरे को ऐसा ही स्ट्रेस रहता है.
Could be a game changer. On this round, try to play a little more up close and personal. Looking for the flash there. Nobody home from Global Esports, so just looking for that quick sheriff peek. Oh, so many ults for Global Esports.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
It's going to be a quick back pedal. Minor damage suffered. So still very much in the round.
As Nongshim, this would be a great round if you could, I mean, obviously you'd win it, but you can get a couple of these ultimates out of GE's hands. You'd love to get an annihilation and a nightfall.
Well, that's
bye.
Walking right into this one. Just didn't look down.
$30 seconds left.
Don't look down as a mantra for people mountaineering. And
I was going to say, did Ban just
this
watch Nope recently?
Oh, boy. Well.
Nightfall went into literally nothing. just to try to sell a fake. It didn't do anything.
Oh, not after that peek, it's not. Yeoman does still manage to find one
Won't be able
Nebula,
to
going to be
enter
popped up. Persia
Plant के लिए time है.
at tube, trying to hold the line.
Do we have time
Cannot.
for plant?
Francis being burnt to a Chris.
Do we have time for
First shot
plant?
of the Poppy, cannot make it happen. The jump out, the transfer! And Dombi finds 3. Paint shell immediately going to be lobbed in. Crystal going to be held back, tagged up, tries to send out the haunt, but there it is. Just like the map before, they stick to
told
the
you, Thrifty.
fuse. They get the Thrifty,
We lose Thrifty.
and now they get up to match point. It is a back-breaking round.
This is absolutely incredible stuff.
It almost felt like it was going to.
Just playing delay here.
10 seconds left.
And Francis just shows up, walks through a molly, and just pops ahead. But Dombi is right there so fast out of the teleporter. Surely they heard it, but they're just not ready for it. He's just beelining it. The man's Smeagol,
Okay.
and he just takes 2, takes the round.
Just
Now he's
became
got a
100 times
showstopper.
harder.
Oh, he caught a glimpse, and that's just bad. Dead. This time,
Bad
not
time.
much that he could have done other than to be in a different area code at the start of this. Grapple will hold the Prowler. Annihilation going to be sent. Attempt to bounce forward. Francis
Spike down.
able to find
B.
2. The drag in, the kill found.
अभी
Ivy.
इसका turn है.
An ult of his own, sending it out. Grab not coming through. Barrier mesh going to be lobbed in, but Yeoman now all alone in a 1v3.
GG's.
And realistically, there's just nowhere to go. The double wrap through labs. He's looking to meet RB as he catches a glimpse just around the corner. And now the teleporter to just go ahead and give him the full surround. Your man sees 1. Clips him, backpedals, and Dombi will be the finisher. 13-8. Nongshim looking electric here today. Yes, certainly some scuffed moments. But when they were hitting good. They get themselves a 2-0 victory over Global Esports.
These dominant streaks that Nongshim was putting together today were absolutely phenomenal. Some missteps here and there, but overall, the high tempo play, especially on their attacker sides, super effective for Nongshim. A little bit of a change up with the IGL, a little bit of change up with the rolls, and Nongshim gets the job done.
With
but
that, I
unfortunately, we're going to be
guess
saying goodbye to Global Esports.
I don't know
They
if
will
you still
not
have a
be
chance at
qualifying
playoffs
for
even if we win
playoffs.
our next match.
It is the end of the run for them. They still have another game, but
Yeah,
unfortunately, it was a do or die today for them.
a do or die for both of these teams. The Nongshim, they keep their heads above the water, and they look damn good doing it. And I think that there's probably going to be a lot of people saying, well, why? You know, where was this? Why they had Francis IGLing for the longest time to try to, get them back into form? And whatever. I can understand why people would have that, but at the same time, I think if you're cheering for this team, you should say, well, thank God they settled on this.
Better late than never.
Yeah, better late than never. Francis looking incredible with that
Oh
KO
my
in the second
God.
map. That was just gorgeously done overall. So, some hope here for the Noodle Bros. They'll send it down to the stage, though. We're going to have Bella standing by for the winner's interview with one of these players. And I'm sure that they are quite elated after the victory.
This was horrible. Really. This is one of the games that we
Congratulations,
should have shown up.
Nongshim. Good day. Field day for Francis as well. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 농심 레드포스의 프란시스 선수 인터뷰 만나보겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다.
감사합니다.
Hi guys, I'm Bella. I'm standing with Nongshim Red Forces Francis. It was a do or die match for both teams and their first time meeting each other on Pacific as well. But Nongshim comes out on top and takes their win today. Francis, how was your day? You were fantastic. Fantastic Francis day too. 오늘 처음으로 GEL을 퍼시픽에서 만나시기도 했고 정말 많은 게 걸려있던 단두대 경기이기도 했는데 첫 승리는 농심이 가져가게 됐습니다. 경기 소감 한번 부탁드리겠습니다.
일단 저희가 되게 열심히 노력해서 충분히 이길 수 있을
Well
거라
played, Nongshim.
생각했고 상대
Well played. We got thrashed. It was a terrible day for us. I guess as the caster said, they probably have the information. I guess regardless of our result of the next game, this might be the end of our 2025 run for playoffs. I don't know. I'll see the points if we win next game. What happens? But agar casters ne bola hai, then I guess this is it. Our next match is against DRX next Saturday. Yeah, we should have won that. It's no excuse. Absolutely no excuse. Yeah. We should have won that.